legacy, I'm only gonna kill this shit.
Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another watch along. Big up in the comments. I see you guys. It's good to be back for another watch along. Hope you guys are doing very well. And listen, we're here. We're here. Yes. What are you saying? Man's calling me uncle out the gates. I'm not uncle. When we got beats like that, yeah, on the starting soon, I can't be called uncle. Do you know what I mean? That just cannot run. But we're living. We're looking well today. And yeah, someone's already pointed out in the comments. I was doing some animal handling video that dropped, I think, on DR about probably an hour ago. But yeah, man, listen, they need to do a lot better. You lot saw in the Halloween special last year, I didn't have no issues with the clowns and all that nonsense and all of the little haunted house thing. Then they come with the animals. They think, I mean, snails to start with. I mean, come on now. Snails, ladies and gentlemen, geckos, snakes. Up the ante. Bring me alligators. Bring me something that can kill me. That's the only way. You know, it's the only way. Can't say my fellow friends survived as well as I did. You know, some of them screaming and screeching and all sorts. But that's none of my business. Go and check it out whenever you got time. But when will the lineups drop? Hopefully soon. Because I'm very intrigued to see how this looks today. We spoke on the preview. I was going to drop it last night. But I accidentally, it's my fault, I sent my editor the wrong tactical pad, you know. So basically, as I was talking, it wasn't making sense with what was visually there because I sent the wrong one because I had to do a couple of recordings. So we put out in the morning, but some of you did get to see it. And we were just going through whether the A team, B team, C team, who's going to play. And yeah, it's interesting because the the B team, God knows what the C team's Chukwemeka and all them, man. Do you know what I mean? Tyreek George and whatnot. But B team really haven't been tested. Let's be real. B team haven't been tested. We didn't spend what we spent on the B team for them to dust down part-time plumbers and electricians and whatnot. They need to show it against Newcastle tonight. If they play, and I encourage it, please go for it. But if they play today, They need to prove that they can compete at this level because next season, when we're in the Champions League, I'm not saying if, I'm saying when we're in the Champions League, you are going to have to play your part against better and bigger opposition, you know, if we're going to rotate the same way, or the A team's going to have to learn to play twice a week, which people think is impossible. You know, a lot of people saying rest Caicedo today. Listen, for me, I would still sprinkle a little bit of the A team in there, just a couple of names. Playing twice a week for the first time this season is not going to kill you, you know. There's teams out there where players are playing twice a week. Champions League, they got away to Inter Milan, home to Man United, away to, you know, it's normal. It's not going to kill you, Caicedo, just 1 week, I ask. But, you know, some people say no. So I just think he's a player that right now we haven't really replicated in the squad. There's nobody else that are winning the same tackles and interceptions as him. There's nobody that's getting about the pitch the way he does. There's nobody that's playing to the level in that midfield that he has this season. And when he's not there, the balance is collapse. You know, the balance is already a problem at times. But without him, it's a knife through butter in terms of slicing us open. So personally, I think Caicedo could easily play today and play Sunday for the first time this season and then take his midweeks off again. But if you want to go with the Drewsbury Halls and all that, that's no problem. No problem around here, partner. But I need my wins, guys. I need to get through to the next stage of the competition. I'm not here to play games. I want to win a trophy at Wembley. How many Wembley defeats in a row has it been? Like 5? Liverpool, Arsenal, Leicester. I can't do it no more, guys. I need to lift something. February. I'm not waiting till May. February, I want it. You know what I mean? So I'm very serious. But let's see what's going on in the comments. I'm going to run a poll. There won't be any Carney, I don't think, today. Not from the start anyway. We know B team means Felix in the 10. And we paid good money for Felix, so it has to be like that. But let's see what the predictions are saying. A lot of people, I've seen a lot. Listen, Miz, my brother Miz. I've seen a lot of people saying we're going to whoop ass, you know, like we're going to smash them. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I'm not nervous because I don't think the Carabao Cup is like do or die. Premier League for me is very, very much, you know, every game is like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like it's life and death. We need these points. This is, if we get knocked out, I'll be gutted. Absolutely gutted. But it's not the season's over. We can still have a really good season, you know, even if this doesn't go well. But I don't really get the Newcastle game at the weekend as like we're like just gonna kill them. That was a tough game. That was nip and tuck. It was close. And obviously, yeah, that was our A team. That was their A team. If we rotate, they rotate. I just don't think it's going to be an easy night of football today. We're away from home. It's a night game. It's St. James's Park. If we can brush them down 3-4-0 with our B team, that would be a massive statement. I'm not going to expect it, but if we do it, that would be crazy. That would be wild, you know. But let's see. So, am I excited for Sunday? Well, yeah, bro. You know me. I would have made a video on the Ten Hag sacking. You know, I would have been there. I would have made a video on the Ruben Amorim appointment. But when the sacking happened, I was on a train on the way to the studio, so that couldn't run. By the time I had finished, you know, cooking my fellow friends, because I was the only one to win on that panel, and then holding animals and geckos, you know, snakes and whatnot, I just didn't really have the time anymore. I was basically missed the jump. So I left it. He said Ten Hag got sacked, you know. That should have happened like 6 months ago. So we move. And then Ruben Amorim just takes the job. Well, it's not, I don't think it's done yet, but Manchester United, you know, sources say that it's basically done. Now, when he arrives, he will not be there for Sunday. Just to clarify, it will be Ruud van Nistelrooy managing Manchester United for that game on Sunday. So you don't need to worry about his tactical plan just yet. In that back three with the wing backs very wide, you know, with the depth with the Werner. You don't need to worry about that. But there's a like notice period of 30 days, Sporting Lisbon. I don't know what's going on. So I don't know when his first game in charge is going to be, but it's not going to be us. So yeah, but listen, very talented manager. I mean, they're top of the league right now. They've won the league under him. Europa League, good performances here and there, against Arsenal notably. So yeah, very good manager. Very disappointed that he's going there. I would have preferred Southgate. I think Southgate would have been a great fit for Man United. I think Graham Potter would have been a great fit. You know, with all these great English managers coming up. Eddie Howe, you know, Gary O'Neill, you know, these guys were all good enough for the England job, according to many journalists and pundits. So why not Manchester United, the biggest club in the country? You know, same shit. It's the biggest job in the country is England. The biggest club is Manchester United. So why are we not getting the same candidates like that? Yeah, so, but yeah, it's a shame that they got a good manager. It's a shame. But I wouldn't swap ours for theirs. I'll say that. I am very, very happy with the way our manager started. I'm loving everything from him in terms of the way he's talking in the presses, the way he's managing the games, the way he's making substitutions, the way he's rotating the squad, looking after the fitness, the way he's flexible with the tactics. I'm very much enjoying the Maresca ride right now. So I'm not jealous, but I am disappointed. I'll say that. I was hoping for someone shit, but it's a shame. It is what it is. You know, but we'll deal with that in the second fixture when we play them. But for me, the rules are still the same, guys. On Sunday, we have to absolutely, you know, blam them. You know, I don't really change my opinion on that. Maybe not 3 now, maybe 2-0 instead, something like that. You know, be humble now. Yeah. People are saying when I was holding that snake, was I holding Kai Havertz? Was I holding Courtois? Was I holding Lukaku, Mason Mount? Whoever you wish to say, you know. For me, I was just holding the snake. I'm not actually a big fan of snakes, but that snake can't kill me. I was told. I was promised, so I was fine. But everybody's watched snakes on a plane, and I'm not holding that snake. Like, that's when I'll truly shit myself, to be honest. So yeah, let's see. Spicy Ten Hag, people are saying. Oh, dearie me. It's all mad. What's your predictions? Get your votes in on the poll. Polls up. What do you believe is going to take place? I will not be doing, by the way, watch-alongs for the next 2 weekends because they're 2 Big Six fixtures. So you know I'm going to be on the mob. I'm going to be on the Big Six channel. I'm going to be in studio. Manchester United versus Chelsea. It's not going to be here. It's going to be on the Big Six. I'm going to be going up against, well, actually, I'm not going up against anyone because Saeed's going to the game, but it will be Turkish, it will be Grizz, it will be Tobes. And then the week after, we play Arsenal. Again, Big Six. That's me versus Turkish. So this one today. Then we have next Thursday against Noah's Ark. Save the animals and that. And then after that, it's the international break, and we'll be back after that with, I'm sure, a whole heap of fixtures. So just to remind you, if you didn't already know, I'll put it on the community tab. I'll put it on the page. But that's how it rolls right now this season. So yeah, it's going to be mad. What are our predictions for the lineup? Enzo's definitely going to start. Reece James will be rested. Neto, I think, will be rested. And so will maybe Fofana as well. Those are my guarantees are not going to play. But I don't know, man. Is everybody in the chat expecting the full B team? Just give me a yes or no in the chat. Like B team, full 11. What are we saying? Are we going to get a little bit of a sprinkle of mixture of things? Madueke starting, to be fair. My thing is if you're playing Sancho at right wing, I just think Sancho is one of those wingers I'd like to give support to. He's not one of those, isolate, leave on your own type wingers. I want him to have players to combine with, link up. So that would be Gusto for me in my preview. If we played Disasi over there, I just don't see any chemistry, any link up, any great progressive passing over to him. It's just going to be very disjointed. We're going to be very left heavy. Sancho's probably going to just naturally start drifting into the middle because he's going to be bored out there. So I would like, if we play him over there, remember, this is the first time we're playing him over there. So I'd like to give him as much help as possible so he can play to the best of his ability on that right wing. I don't want to put him over there with no support. At Dortmund, he definitely had help. He definitely had an overlapping, fullback. So I don't want to starve him. I think it was Hakimi, was it? Was it Hakimi, guys? I think it was Hakimi. So I don't want to starve him out there, I don't want to starve him out there. But let's see what happens. And Gusto overlapping is good, Sometimes he underlaps and overlaps, but he's good. PYS was asking about this. He was saying Chilwell to start. My answer was just lower caps, no. For me, when it's no lower caps, it's like it shouldn't even be posted, shouldn't even be discussed, even contemplated. No with a capital letter is more serious, more responsible. Bold letters is more aggression, anger. No lowercase is just don't even ever say that again. And it's not to be rude, but we have Renato Vega, who deserves to play games. Cucurella, who's not even part of the starting 11s in the last couple of Premier League games. One for suspension, obviously, and the last one we played. These guys, they need minutes. Like, nah, man. Nah. We're just not doing that. I like the fact that Maresca has said what he said and he's been consistent. The only time we've seen him was off the bench against Barrow. And unless there's an injury crisis, I don't expect to see him again. He needs to know that January window opens and you need to exit. You need to go. We need to get him off the wage bill. Don't dangle a carrot. Don't flirt with him. If you're not interested, be consistent and make it clear so they can go and find someone else to be with. You don't want to start flirting, sending the wrong signals. No one wants that. It's not very nice. That's not what Maresca should be doing, So, yeah, man, just let him be free. Hopefully in January. We need to trim the squad down anyway, people. We know this. We've got players coming in next summer that we would like to keep and not loan out or sell. So we need to trim the numbers down. We can't keep adding players over and over. Is the lineups dropping? When the lineups drop, just absolutely spam it in the chat, because now that they're not an hour before, I just have no idea when they're coming out. I just wait for you guys to tell me. I don't have my phone just refreshing. So yeah, when it comes out, you let me know, and then we're gonna move with some lineups on screen next 10 minutes. So yeah, I think that's the most interesting dynamic for me, is Sancho and the right back. If it's not Sancho, is it Madueke? I'd expect it to be. I don't think Tyreek George is going to play this game. He played against Charlton under 21s, I believe. He played against Charlton first team with the under 21s or under 23s yesterday. I think they lost 3-0. He didn't have a great game. So I don't then think he's going to now play today. So yeah, Tyreek George is out of the question. It's going to be Madueke on the right or Sancho. If it's Sancho, I'd like a fullback. If it's Madueke, I don't need one. That's what interests me today. The other thing that piques my interest is Enzo's role, because we saw a deep line playmaker position for him on the Thursday game. Will we get the same, or will he be back into his box-to-box role? So let's keep an eye on that. Lineup's not out just yet, brother. And the other thing, what was the last thing? Well, I guess the last thing is just how much of the A team, B team is actually here. Is it full B teams, a little bit of A, and that's really it. Palmer travelled. Yeah, of course he travelled. Listen, let's not take the piss here. This is Newcastle away. Of course he travelled. This ain't brothers. I think a lot of you think this is Shamrock Rovers, Noah's Ark, Asthma Attack. A lot of you think that this ain't a serious fixture. What do you mean Palmer's travelled? Yo, you lot are taking the piss. I'm trying to keep y'all humble. I'm trying to keep y'all humble because the way you man are moving with this game, God help us all when we're the best team in the country once again, one day. Oh, we gon' run riot around here. Man City, and I keep saying it, Man City fans, they don't truly flex their muscles. They don't get their elbows out. They don't come with the right, the right venom that they should. If we were the best team in the country with 4 titles in a row, the way that you man chat, the way that I chat, wow, we'd be walking around our neighborhoods with crowns on our head, capes in blue, blue royalty, and we would just be making a mockery of everyone that we see. It would be madness. It would be insufferable. This is us being competent again. We're winning some games. We're in a good position in the league at the moment. Could even still be better. And look how we're moving. God help us if I keep telling them, Arsenal, United, Liverpool, don't let us be the best again. Don't let us be the best again, because if we become the best, yeah, I'd pack up and go home. I'll be real. Not with our lot, I'd pack up and go home. All right, lineups are out, yeah? Which means Chelsea should have tweeted it. They haven't tweeted it. Where are you getting the lineups from? Don't capital letter Chilwell nothing, yeah? Because if Chilwell starts over Renato Vega, I'm gonna pass out. In fact, even over Cucurella. Cucurella is another one as well. So don't play with me about Chilwell, bruv. Stop it. Let's not dangle the carrot, please. Yeah, it's Cucurella that should be playing. Cucurella, you know what I'm saying? Cucurella. Wherever you, bruv, just bring him. Bring. And again, it's not... The thing is with Chilwell is his injuries. Injuries have really screwed him. The system is also screwing him because he's not as positionally versatile as... Well, I'm not even going to say that because he did transition from a left back to a left wing back, which is technically 2 different positions. But yeah, the way we play, possession-based game, I just don't think he's as... I don't think he's as sound in possession as the others. But... yeah, for me, brother, I just don't want any confusion. I like to keep it very, 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 We've been very transparent. The manager's been extremely transparent. So let's keep it 100. Keep your votes going in the poll. Smash up the likes. Let's get to 500 likes, people. Big up. Road to 100k continues. We're not far off. Where are we at next? 99k is coming soon. What should I do for 100k? That's the question everybody asks me, and I never have an answer. I just, obviously I might drop a little something, a little, but well, I will. Of course I will, you know what I mean? I'll go and drop something, but I don't know. It's I wouldn't mind reflecting on old content, as well. Might do a little stream. I gotta do a stream, don't I? Look back at some of the old content. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting one. I've got ideas in my head. I've got a lot of ideas. Maybe I just do all of them. Maybe I just do everything. Why pick when you can just do it all? No, I'm not going to do an OnlyFans. That's not my cup of tea. I'm a coffee person, per se, I'm not actually a coffee person. I actually do like tea. So I don't know why I said that. But that is not happening. Lineups out. 24 hours. I saw Kyson that's going to do a whole month. He's making 24 hours look like a piece of piss, bruv. He said he's going to do the whole of November. It's mad. Can you imagine streaming? I mean, to be fair, if you have the personnel, you could do it because you don't necessarily you're not going to sit in one spot. He's going to be, he's going to be shitting and you'll see him do it. Sleeping, eating, traveling. If you're just following the person with the camera, as long as the battery life can hack it, then you're fine, innit? But that's crazy. That's very crazy. Where's these lineups, man? No shave November, brother. I'm not shaving anyway. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I am getting little trims and that, but I am growing the beard out, so that's not gonna be a challenge for me. I can tell you that for free. Where is the lineups? Seriously, I'm tired of waiting 4 minutes. I just want the lineups now. I just want the lineups now. Giveaways, I like that. Giveaways for sure. Thank you for saying that. I like that idea. Giveaways guaranteed, like that. Now it's happened. Thank you. Lock that in. 100%. Got to give back to you, lovely people. Now, what will be the... I got to think now. That's more thinking, but we'll think. Maybe I'll just do different things, yeah. Again, why pick when you can do multiple things? Go bald. We won't be going bald. No. I've already sacrificed myself once. I'm not doing it again. No. Why am I punishing myself for reaching such an incredible landmark? That's crazy. Cheeky sport reaction, bro. I remember doing some of those streams. Yeah, with Akeem, Jermaine, Joel. Yeah, bro. If you've seen me on that, then that's crazy. That's crazy. Jake, I think as well, Fulham fan. If you've seen me on that, Lord heavens, then you're even. I don't even know if there's a term for older than OG. Original G is. We need more than that. I don't even know what to say. That's crazy. Yeah, I saw the Rudiger thing. The Rudiger thing's mad. Unless he said to Perez that, Rodri actually did deserve to win. Or why aren't you tweeting about Bellingham, Ancelotti? I don't know what he said to be training alone. That's very, very mad. That's really random. But I would welcome Rudiger back at this football club in a heartbeat. If I could have Rudiger back at this club, I would bring him back. Rudiger next to Levi Colwell. Rudiger, continuing to teach the Fofanas. Oh, brother. Bring him home. I would take him before I take Ruben Diaz. I know there's been some rumors about Ruben Diaz. I'm not really buying it, I'll be real, because I don't really get it. It's a bit really random. So I'm just going to just leave that. Don't really want to get too much into transfer stuff before January. Same with the Gyökeres thing, especially with their new manager at Man United. I'm sure they will be looking at him because of the nasty striker situation they got going on. But if I could have Rudiger back here, that leadership that we talk about lacking, that experience, that authority, but playing at a high level, brother, bring. He is a bit older now, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, It's you don't want to have declining players. No, you don't want to have for the sake of it, but you can definitely have older players that will help for sure. That they can contribute. I mean, Thiago Silva, is that not a great example? How old was that man? Thiago Silva was in his late 30s, winning a Champions League with Chelsea, contributing. That's the level of leadership and experience and maturity that I do miss. I do miss it. It was Thiago Silva was one of our best ever signings for free. We didn't pay a penny for that guy. Look at what age we signed Michael Ballack. I think. Look at what age we had Zola. Don't forget, Giroud. Don't forget those players. I know we like our Hazards but don't forget your Zolas, your Girouds, your Ballacks, your Thiago Silvas, your seasoned veterans that came to the club and handled business. I know they're not all in the same category, by the way. I'm just saying. All right, dead lineup. Okay, well the lineup must be out. So. Well, I don't know what a dead lineup means because B team is what people ask for. In goal, and I'm going to get it up on screen, but give me a moment. Jorgensen, Desassi, Tosin, Badiashile, Cucurella, Enzo, Renato Vega. Yes. Drewsbury Hall, João Felix, Mudryk, and in Cuckoo. So there's no Sancho. So after all that chitty chatter, there's no Sancho. In fact, Sancho's not even on the bench. So he must be injured. Or we will get clarification from the manager after. It looks like Drewsbury Hall is going to play further forward because the way I'm reading it, it doesn't look normal. Let's get this up on screen. Let me do some typing and we start talking because this is crazy. This is crazy, guys. I was not expecting this. We'll get the bench up because the bench does not include Sancho. That's the only thing I'm going to say for now. But bear with me for a moment because this is quite puzzling. Initially, I was looking at it thinking, okay, well, we just play Enzo in the deep line playmaker role, Cucurella as the 8, Dewsbury Hall as an 8, Renato Vega at left back, and the rest of the back line sorts itself out. But when you don't have a recognised right winger on the pitch, because Felix is not a right winger, Mudryk is not a right winger, Nkuku's not a right winger, unless you're looking back at his teenage years at PSG, and Dewsbury Hall's not a right winger, I'm quite confused. There's no Sancho on the bench, so I'm assuming he must have picked up a knock. The bench is Bergstorm. Let me just type this out as I say it. So Bergstorm's on the bench. Bettinelli on the bench. 2 goalkeepers. Never a fan of it, but I've almost become numb to it. Colwell on the bench. Palmer. I know that's not the next name, but I just wanted to say it. He is on the bench because I know a lot of people will be excited about that. Chilwell's on the bench. Cassidy is on the bench. Chukwuemeka is on the bench. His name just takes a little bit more time to type out. And Palmer's on the bench. Madueke is on the bench. And Gu is on the bench. So that's the Chelsea bench for you. Plenty of talent. No Caicedo. No Lavia. No Sancho. No Fofana. No Reece James. No Gusto. A lot of no's. But more than enough. Well, interesting because Palmer's there as an A-team player, as a key player. But obviously Caicedo's been rested. Lavia's been rested. Fofana's been rested. Gusto, Reece James has all been rested. Neto's been rested. Jackson's been rested. Sanchez has been rested. But 2 goalkeepers on that bench. But as I said, a lot of the under-21s played yesterday. So the Dyers, the Tyreek Georges, the Samuel Smiths, all of those players, they all played yesterday. So they're probably not even worth putting on the bench because they don't have the fitness. They're probably on their recovery day. But no Sancho is interesting. He must be injured. So I'm looking for a manager quote or something to clarify what's going on there. Whilst I wait on that, let me just quickly put the Newcastle bench up. Actually, the whole starting 11. I don't have the Newcastle team yet. Let's see how strong it is. Newcastle have gone with a half-rotated team. So, as I said in the preview, don't expect a crazy swing in terms of changes because I don't think they have the capacity. But they have made some changes. A fair amount of changes. A responsible amount of changes. Now, I'm quite confused about who's playing at left back because I'm seeing Kelly and Lewis Hall. But Fabian Sarr starts. Lloyd Kelly from Bournemouth starts. Arts and Crafts, I always call him, starts. But his name is just Craft. So Hall, who I thought was really good on the weekend, created quite a few big chances, starts. Tonali, Joe Linton, and Willock start. So only 1 change to the midfield from the weekend. So it's not really that weakened. And actually, when they had their best season, when they finished in the Champions League spot, Willock was a mainstay in that side. So it's not like it's a nobody. And the front 3, Gordon comes back after a knock on the weekend. So that's not weak. Isak starts. And Longstaff also starts. So really, this looks like a 4-3-3. Sorry, it looks like a 4-4-2. It's weird because Gordon gives you the left wing. I don't know who plays right wing, but Isak is there and there's 4 midfielders. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I'm trying to figure it out, but it is a bit odd. But we'll see on the pitch. We'll see. It's maybe not, completely balanced. I don't know. Maybe there's a diamond in there. I don't know. Strange. Right. Well, it's not a weak team from Newcastle. Let's get that out of the way. It's definitely a team that needs respect. Doesn't really surprise me. I know they have Arsenal. A lot of people are saying in the comments they have Arsenal on a lunchtime kickoff on Saturday in the Premier League. But for me, what makes this Carabao Cup game important to them is the fact that it's at home in front of their crowd. If it was away, you can get away with going away and going off the grid and going out of the cup, and no one really may notice apart from the away fans that travel up and down, which is still a big loyalty points people. But yeah, home, no. You can't afford to be battered at home. You can't afford to take the piss at home. The bench is very strong for Newcastle. Livramento's on the bench. Almarim's on the bench. Miley, who assisted against us last season, is on the bench. Byrne is on the bench. Barnes is on the bench. Yeah. Like I said, Guimaraes, Livramento, very strong bench. They've put everybody out there to come off the bench if need be. Not a weak team. More changes from us than from them, but we still, on paper, have a stronger team than them. So, yeah, let's see how this goes. My prediction, I didn't give it in my preview, I forgot, but I would go with a 2-1 Chelsea win again. I don't think it's going to be comfortable, but I would edge us because I do think we have enough quality to do it. But it's definitely not easy. I've not backed us to have a clean sheet for a while because we just don't seem to have the capacity, guys. But let's see. So at the moment, that's how I've put it. I've put Kelly at right back because I honestly don't know where else to put him. And Lewis Hall at left back with the midfield four, however they'll look and line up. Maybe Longstaff will play right wing. He has got an engine on him to get up and down and help. And yeah, that's the teams. So let's go to the chat. Why no Sancho? Not a clue. I expected Sancho to at least be on the bench today, but he's not. So that tells me he must have picked up a knock because he didn't play. He didn't start in the last game. He didn't start the game before that. He's not playing this weekend against Manchester United because he's he's not legible because of the loan deal that we have in place. So everybody's asking, and Sancho must be injured. And I'm just waiting for the manager to kind of confirm that he's picked up a knock. Now, he did say in the press conference or in the post public one for the newspapers, he did say that Sancho, he did say that the team was fully fit. He said that the team was fully fit. There was no injuries coming into this game. So I'm not really sure what's happened. So it's confusing. I can't answer it because there's no clues. Who would you guys play at right wing? Let me know in the chat. Who would you play at right wing? Because I'm a bit puzzled. I'm puzzled. No idea who to play at right wing, to be honest. Let me just unplug this now. It's a strange one. This is going to be a very left-heavy team, regardless of who we think is playing right wing. This is going to be a very left-heavy team. It's going to be very left-dominated because I'm even looking at progression of the football. And it's very similar to Thursday in the first half against Panathinaikos, where Neto didn't really have the greatest first half, and then second half he did up his game and get the assist. The left side progressed the ball a lot better than the right side. Now, Disasi, not as good as a ball progressor as Badiashile. Cucurella, better ball progressor than anyone on that right side, again in the defence. And Enzo, potentially in the middle of a three-man midfield. I don't know who's going to play, whether it's Vega in midfield or it's Cucurella. I'm going to make an assumption that it's probably Cucurella in midfield because we've seen him get a bit more about the pitch, and Vega is going to give that physicality in the back line and just stay at left back and maybe bomb forward. But it's very left heavy, like very. Even Drewsbury Hall, left footed. So he's opening up his body and he's looking that way. So it's very left heavy, very, very left heavy. I don't really know what's going on down the right side. Maybe we just plan on playing down half the pitch today. Mudryk cannot play on the right wing. He cannot. Every time he plays right wing, he don't look good. Felix has to be in the 10. Maybe it's a front two, Felix and Nkunku. We saw that last Thursday, a little bit of a front two. I don't know, man. It's really puzzling. Let's go through some super chats because I'm confused. But yeah, we could see a bit of a front two, but I still don't know who's playing right wing. I think it's probably likely, guys, that you're just going to see... I don't know, because even if you can't really put Shrewsbury Hall that far wide, because then we're not getting enough potential cover in midfield. Enzo's going to be left on an island. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. It's a real tough one. Between Palmer and Yamal, who do you think has the highest ceiling? Listen, Yamal is 17. Palmer's 22. So I don't even believe they belong in the same conversation. They're 5 years apart. So if Yamal plays how he's playing at 17, winning the Euros for his country, player of the tournament, like, it has to be Yamal because he's 17. But Palmer is like ridiculous. Palmer is Ballon d'Or potential talent. And the reason why I say that is because there's no freaks right now. So he definitely gets potential shouts in the conversation if he keeps playing the way he plays. But the thing is with Ballon d'Or is it's very political. So he has a chance, but at the same time, he might not. Because when was the last time you really saw, like... I mean, the last time we had someone that could be in that conversation was Lampard. He finished second behind, I think, Ronaldinho, right? But it does feel like I mean, look what happened. Real Madrid, they didn't win it, and look what happened. They didn't turn up to the ceremony. Their players didn't turn up. Their president didn't turn up. Everybody's putting out posts like Vinny's got a 9-month injury to his ACL. It's just claims of racism. Just foolish behavior from Real Madrid in general. So it's very political. It does mean that you've got to either win a World Cup or Euros, which England have not done since 66, which means Palmer and England have got to do something that hasn't been done. And he's got to win a Champions League or, a league. And it's not really now down to Palmer anymore. It's down to Chelsea. So if Chelsea are the best club in the world, if Chelsea are winning the Champions League, winning the Premier League, if Palmer's winning the Euros, winning the World Cup, then he can do it. Because talent-wise, he can do it. But politically, I don't know if he can. That's my thing. And it's a team sport, so it's not actually just down to one individual. It's tough. But Yamal is in a good position because he's in Barcelona. He's in Spain. He's in a good position to win it one day. Barcelona and Spain is, we've seen it. We've seen it. So, but yeah, bigger talent without bias. I think you have to go Yamal. Yamal's passing is just as ridiculous as Palmer. Palmer's shooting, you could say, is probably, Yamal can strike it. Let's not lie. Palmer's getting more goals, but Yamal can strike it. But yeah, I'd say Yamal because he's just so young, man. Like, he's one in a million. You don't see that at that age very often. You can maybe pluck out a few players on your hand over the last 20 years that are performing at his level at that age. Let's see. On Big Six, I saw your eyes. You were hoping Amram was just lies. Yes, I was. He chose United, and you can't stand it. On Sunday, he will make Chelsea a casket. Well, he's not managing Man United this Sunday, so I hope you know that. He's not managing Man United this Sunday. The manager of Man United this Sunday is Ruud van Nistelrooy. And yeah, I was hoping it wasn't going to happen because I'm enjoying Manchester United's pain. But, everything has to come to an end. Good things come to an end. And you have to accept change. And it is what it is. It doesn't mean you're out the woods. You still got to get through that squad of yours, which is very much a mess. A lot of different players for a lot of different systems. And, I don't even know what system for a lot of those players. But, yeah, you got a lot of problems still. Don't go anywhere. Your team isn't. It's not great. It's not great. It's better than Ten Hag's making it look. Don't get me wrong. But it's a top 6 team at best. I don't think the team is better than ours. Don't think it's better than, I don't think it's better than a late top 4 fight if you get your act together. But I still back us to finish above you. And I'm not worried about you this season. Now, if you back that manager and you get him the players he needs and then you start to operate properly, then don't get me wrong, I'll be worried. But this season, no. I'm still expecting us to finish above you. Palmer on the bench is bold. Maybe. No, I don't think it is. If we're not winning this game and we need a winner, we need to change the game, then he's got to be in the conversation to come on. We need to win the game today, guys. That's this ain't Conference League. This is serious stuff today. Serious duties. Let me get chat highlighter. Let me get the chat up, see if I can pull it up on screen. But yeah, no, to be honest, I'm surprised I'm surprised that we haven't got Caicedo in the squad. More than I'm surprised to not see to see Palmer. You can also be like Modric in 2018 as a runner-up in the World Cup and UCL winner. You don't have to win the international tournament. Yeah, of course. You don't have to win it. But yeah, it's either he's a Champions League winner. We're not even in the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? We're in the Conference League. So this is what I'm saying. Palmer factually cannot stand a chance in that competition of Ballon d'Or unless Chelsea are winning Champions League, winning Premier League, or at least extremely close to one and winning the other. Otherwise, it doesn't matter what stats he put up. He's just not gonna get it. But Yamal, Barcelona, it's really just them and Madrid. I know Atletico have got in the way a couple of times, but it really is just them and Madrid. Spain are serial winners at international level. It's a lot easier, to think he could do it. Let's see. It's interesting, boys. I think you're giving United too much credit. They're top 4 at a push. Who is going to score there? No, listen, I don't think they make top 4 this season. I really don't. But if you was to put an absolute max on what they could do, that would have to be it. But I'd say top 6. Yeah, I'd say top 6. Who is even going to score their goals? I feel like their team is nowhere near ours at the moment, maybe just based on Palmer alone. We'll start with a 4-3-3 and we might switch to a 4-2-3-1. So if we're playing a 4-3-3, that means Felix is going to the right wing and Mudryk on the left and Nkunku up front. It's not the most balanced. I don't know. It's a bit of a strange one today. Let's see how it looks on the pitch, but it does look very left heavy. If it's not left heavy, I'll be very shocked if we manage to make this balance today. That would be really, really impressive. But yeah, it's a bit strange. Where did Palmer finish, by the way? Not that I really care, because if you didn't come top 3, I'll be real, I don't really care. You're not on stage. You weren't invited. Who gives a rat's bollocks? You know what I mean? But some people saying he finished 10th. Some people saying he finished 25th. I just want to know the truth. Just want to know what the truth is. 25th sounds very insulting. Very insulting. But it has made the Man United game on Sunday a little bit more... we have to be a bit more respectful, maybe. Not respectful. Maybe more cautious in the fact that the first 10, 15 minutes, they're going to be coming out like a house on fire, trying to prove to the manager that they've got something to them. And then if we can just ride that storm, hopefully they just reset back to factory settings and we keep the ball and we go from there. So I think first 10 minutes is key in that one. But yeah. Bro, it's not a full 11 from Newcastle, but I did warn in the preview it was going to be a strong team. They've effectively made 2 changes to their normal team. You could say they've taken out a centre-back and they've taken out, maybe 3 changes, but they've taken out a centre-back and they've taken out Livramento and they've taken out Guimaraes. But apart from that, everybody else is pretty much seasoned. Pretty seasoned. It's a strong team. Goalkeeper's not even changed. There might be a new manager 10-minute bounce in the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But if it goes into 30, 40, 50 minutes, we're playing badly. It's not a new manager bounce I'm going to accept after the 15-minute mark. Because after the 15-minute mark, I'm expecting quality and muscle memory to take into consideration. When we see new managers come in, we always say sometimes the previous manager is almost affecting the first few games of the new manager because muscle memory and previous tactics and systems, and you're still seeing an element of the new manager in the old manager in the new manager's kind of way of playing. I don't expect to now see, after a few days of training, a completely revolutionized team under Ruud van Nistelrooy. He's not Pep. And even Pep is not going to make a team in 5 days, because it took him a whole season at Man City when he arrived from Bayern Munich. Hence why they finished 4th and we're getting clarted to Everton. So I'm not expecting to see a whole new Manchester United on Sunday. I'm expecting to see work rate. I'm expecting to see passion. I'm expecting to see desire, tackles, interceptions. But I'm not expecting to see now this incredible system. So after the 15-minute mark, when they start gassing out because they're tired, I'm expecting to see us take control and start playing. If we don't do that, we're to blame, not anything else. So we're not running from that responsibility of beating Manchester United on Sunday. And to be honest, the same would apply even if the new manager came in. If the new manager came in, it would be a little bit, it would be significantly more difficult, because he's actually better than Van Nistelrooy, of course. But I'd still say you've got to go and do your job. But anyway, enough talk about United, because this is Newcastle today. Blah, blah, blah. Wait, what's this? Felix to play the 9? I don't know. I don't think so. Managers never really mentioned it as an option, so I don't think we're acting scared. I think people say scared. I say respectful. I say respectful. There's no need to. There's nothing that we've done for us to come to St. James's Park and disrespect Newcastle. That's how I put it. There's nothing that we've accomplished, nothing we've done this season to say that we should come to Newcastle and be disrespectful and think that we're going to just blaze over them and we're just going to trailblaze it. If you feel that way, all the power to you. But I've been watching football a long time, and this is Newcastle United away from home, night game, cup game, Geordies, however many 55,000. It ain't going to be easy. So, and listen, that's just how I see it. And I'm not always cautious. I'm cautious most of the time because we're not a top team. So, there's no reason for me to be arrogant, really. I've been arrogant in the past, off camera, when we were under Carlo Ancelotti and we were spanking teams 5-7-0. That was when I was, confident every single week. And if we didn't score 3 goals, I was disappointed. I can be like that, but I'm not going to be like that with a team that's top 4, a team that can't defend, and a team that have heavily rotated. And for the first time, they're going to get a proper test. So let's see how it goes. Because if we go a goal behind, this ain't, like I said, this ain't serve yet. Let's really see the value of these guys in the B team today. Let's really see if we can rely upon them, depend upon them. Sancho's ill, apparently. Sancho's ill. Okay, well then fair enough. If he's ill, at least he's not injured. If he's ill, he's ill. What can we do? That's more than enough reason to not be in the squad. We don't need to have any injured or ill players in the squad. We've got enough options. Let's see what else. I do feel like Gu needs a loan. He's on the bench again tonight. I feel he needs a loan. If it's not in January at the end of the season, when we maybe bring in another striker. But Gu needs a loan for me. I don't look at Gu on that bench and think he's going to really help us too much in regards to winning a game, impacting, getting a goal. He's a hard worker. He's a grafter. But Barcelona are very meticulous with their youngsters and who they let go. And you can see there are 17-year-olds starting against Bayern Munich. If they'd felt that he was too good to get rid of, I think they would have pushed a lot harder to maybe keep him. Now, listen, he's only 6 million, so I'm not complaining. And we could make good profit on him, so I'm really not bothered. But he's not ready. He's not ready. From the cameos I'm seeing in the Conference League, he's not ready. So, yeah, we do need to sort that out. Because if Jackson was to get injured, we would be in some shit, I'll be honest. That's the one part of our team where we don't have good cover, because I still don't count in Cuckoo as a striker. So, yeah, we do need to look at that. Broria doesn't get into that conversation. No, he needs to be sold. I don't know where he is right now on loan, is he? But he needs to be sold. The reason why I'm acknowledging him is because he's one of our bench options, brother. You know, you're saying he's not worth acknowledging. He was our striker signing. We didn't sign any other striker this summer. I think everybody wanted a striker this summer. Jackson, thankfully, has improved and been really, really good. So I don't think at the moment we're that angry about it. But at the end of the day, when we was going at the start of the window looking at spine, we're looking at striker, goalkeeper, and left back, and a centre back. But yeah, I'm just making it clear that guy is not ready. And if Jackson was to get injured, we would feel the effects greatly. And that's not a very comfortable position to be in. Most top teams have, you know, they should have 3 strikers. I think 3 strikers is a healthy amount, or the third is positionally versatile. So for us, it would be Jackson, one more, and Cuckoo. But yeah, I'm not comfortable with Gu as our option off the bench. It is a big game for Nkuku, yes. It's a big game for everyone, because everybody is now, for the first time this season, playing against a serious team. You know, they're playing against a Premier League level team. So again, we haven't had injuries. We're really, really good this season. I think the manager's made a big difference. I think the new medical team's made a big difference. Apparently the guy that cuts the grass now potentially could make a big difference. So credit to the ownership for making those changes, and seemingly so fixed our problem. But we are not in a normal state right now. We're in above and beyond. No injuries is ridiculous. Like we're overperforming now. Last season, drastically underperforming. This season, overperforming. And if we were to have 1 or 2 injuries, which is perfectly normal, these are the guys that would have to come into the team. And I think today is the day they prove that they can play against Premier League, good opposition, and not drop their level or not show any signs of being out of their depth, which they shouldn't be, because they all cost money on that pitch today. So yeah, it's just a good test. It's just a good test. It's a good test. It's even a good test for the keeper. Big game for the keeper. He's going to probably have to make more saves than he usually does. Big game for the whole back line. Big game for everyone in the midfield. Big game for everyone in the forward line. It's a big game for everybody. There's not a single player in that 11 that has their place in the starting team in the Premier League, you know, sorted. They're all competing and they're all trying to get in. So it's a big game for everyone. The game starts at 7:45, I believe. Or is it 8 o'clock? No, I think it's 7:45. 7:45. 100%. Everyone. Massive game for everyone. It's a massive game for the midfielders, because I'm finding it very difficult right now not to cover Andre Santos in more depth than I have. You know how much a big fan I am of Andre Santos. I've been banging on the Andre Santos door since he arrived. I was so impressed with his preseason. I'm so impressed with his loan at Strasbourg, and I'm so impressed this season with his loan again. And I think Nottingham Forest are being proven, even though they're doing very well right now, it's being proven that you don't judge our talent off of rubbish Premier League loans. Because just because you don't start for Nottingham Forest doesn't mean you're not good enough to start for Nottingham Forest. It gets political. And this season, again, is showing that Santos is above Nottingham Forest. Gilmour was always above Norwich. I never judge our players that I believe in off of those nasty Premier League loans where they're just dashed into the fire pot and they're not nurtured. He is absolutely killing it right now. Every single performance, he seems to be playing out of his skin. He is winning tackles and interceptions at a higher rate than everybody else in Ligue 1, and one of the top interceptors and tacklers in Europe. And that is critical, because our midfield needs that. And then he gets goals, and he has leadership qualities. I think has to be in this squad next season, and I think he could even be a starting 11 player. That's how much I rate him. And I think, you know, it's not important now, but as the season progresses, these midfielders are going to find out fast that they are competing to stay at the club, because we can't add any more midfielders to the team. We have a lot of midfielders already. So I think you're looking at now, you know, someone's got to be sold. Someone's got to be moved on. So that's how they got to see it. This is a big game for them in their future. They need to really perform, because we need to make space for that guy. So yeah, he's a captain for Brazil in his age group. I remember him being captain of the under-20s, I think, when we brought him in. He's just a really good player. I ain't watching full matches of Strasbourg, but the highlights that I'm seeing, he's always standing out, man. He's always standing out. And to be honest, I'm not seeing anything different that I didn't already see when he was playing with us for a little period in that preseason. Like he's just getting more games. That's all it is. He's getting more games, and he's getting more responsibility. He's a quality talent. I think people should be just as excited about him as they are excited about Esteval. Even though Esteval is obviously a forward and he's going to grab all the headlines, I think people should be just as excited about Santos, to be honest. That's how good I think he is. Let's see. Yeah, man, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I feel sorry for Ogochukwu, bro. This is why it's another reason as to why I don't like buying too many young players. And I know everybody always bangs down the drum, this is the model and this is the way we do it, but I just think the more you bring in, the harder it is to send them all on loans that they're really worth going on. I think sometimes it becomes rushed. The window starts to close and you just start to dash people wherever you can put them because you don't have time to do loans. And it just becomes a situation where we're not really actually maximizing the development of the talent that we have. Now, thankfully, he's probably got a loan after that and a loan after that, but I don't think he's a bad player. I think if we don't at least make good profit from him, I think that's our own fault. I think that's because we've literally not had the time to do our due diligence and send him to places where he should be. And that's the trade-off you get. More quantity, less quality. So yeah, let's see what happens with him. But I do get annoyed with his loans right now. Yeah, Eddie Howe needs a trophy. We need a trophy. Everybody needs a trophy. Everybody needs a trophy. You should never turn your nose up at a trophy, bro. For sure. Especially not us. Especially not us. What makes you say that? Because for me, the combativeness that he shows in a tackle, I'm not saying that you don't watch him more than I do. I just watch the highlights, but I don't really know what level our midfield is playing at where he wouldn't be ready. He's press resistant. He's good in a tackle. He's good at reading the game. He's a leader. Not that he would be a leader in our team, but he's got leadership quality. He's got a goal in him. There's nobody in this midfield that you can tell me he's got a better eye for goal than Santos, or a nose to be in goal scoring positions than Santos. So he's better than everybody, in my opinion, in that. He's better at getting the ball back than a couple of these guys. So I don't really know why he wouldn't be able to hang it. To be honest, I don't really know why. If we had Essiens and Lampards and Balaks, then fair enough, but we don't. So I think he could definitely come into this team. At least be a rotational option. He could easily go and play in those Conference League games. We're playing Conference League. What's there not to be ready for? You telling me Andre Santos can't kill in the Conference League every single week? Of course he can. Come on, man. Of course he can. Of course he can. There's nothing to not be ready for. We're not doing anything mad. We're not doing anything mad around here, bro. I worry for Enzo. He may soon be done at Chelsea. I think with Enzo, and I've said it before, but I feel like he does have Real Madrid written on him. He does have Real Madrid written on him. I've never felt that Enzo would ever go to a club, and I've seen some laughing reactions. Yeah, fuck you. I'm saying what I've got to say, and you're going to listen. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. Enzo Fernandez is not going to a bad club. If he moves, if Kai Havertz can literally go to Arsenal from Chelsea after what he served up in 3 years, if Kepa Arrizabalaga can go to Real Madrid after what he served up, Enzo Fernandez can go up. Not necessarily saying he deserves to go up, but he can go up. Or he can go sideways to another big club. He's not going to no Mickey Mouse club, I can tell you that for free. He go to a Bayern Munich or he go to a Real Madrid or whatever, but he definitely can go into those teams. So yeah, man. I don't know how it's gonna go with Enzo. I don't know how it's gonna go. As long as I get Andre Santos, I'll be honest, I'm not overly worried. I like Enzo a lot. I rate Enzo, but we need consistent top performances at the top level from him. And if we get that, then fantastic. We're getting what we paid for and we're getting what I think he's capable of. But if we're not going to get that, then I'm open to making swaps, because I'm only interested in winning titles and winning trophies. I'm not interested in pursuing with something that hasn't worked or isn't working. I don't really care about that. Nah, I'm not getting my girlfriend on streams. She's not a public speaker. There's no point. Let's see. Enzo. Yeah, I only believe in that if the person is a content creator. If the girl that you're with is a content creator, or she's I don't know what to call it, but yeah, if she's a content creator or she's doing some sort of public speaking constantly, or well, I don't know, she's just involved in that world, then fair enough, it makes sense. But if they're not, why would you do that? You know, just doesn't make any sense. Just doesn't make any sense. Is Turkish in the chat? Yeah, that's why Arsenal are playing today. I swear they're playing today. I know, yeah, a lot of people are saying he's played out of position, Enzo. At the end of the day, we have to see if we can play him in his position regularly for us to win games. If we can't make that switch for him, then what do we do? But let's see how he plays today. Let's see where he plays today. I guess that's one of the most interesting things in the lineup as well, is that where will he play today? Is Enzo going to play in that midfield three with Cucurella on one side, Dewsbury Hall on the other as like a deep line playmaker? Or is he going to play as a two? Is he going to be more box to box? Let's see where Enzo plays today, because it was very distinctive against in the game on Thursday how he played. Very, very clear difference. So I'm interested to see if it's again how it is. Is this guy crazy? No, I'm not crazy, bro. I guess we'll just have to let time do his thing. You know? We'll just have to let time do his thing. Real Madrid, they will be there. They will be there. Let's see. Why do I think deep line playmakers get so much hate at Chelsea like Jorginho and Enzo? I don't think Enzo's getting any hate. I think Jorginho got a lot more hate than Enzo, first of all. It's just a style of football that we are not known for. And it hasn't brought us a Premier League title. So it hasn't shown to work for us over a sustained season, long period, 38 games, and make us the best team in the league. It hasn't done that. So because it hasn't done that, people always question it and nitpick at it and say, is that what we should be doing to get right back to the top? And because it's not proven to do that, that's why it's an ideology that's going to get some heat. Because we all know our Mekels, our Matic, our Makalele. We know our DMs at Chelsea. Those are our sixes. Those are the guys that sit in front of the back four, get the ball back, and give it off simple and get us ticking. And that has worked for us. That has made us Premier League winners. That has made us, consecutive Champions League semi-final. I'm not talking about Jorginho winning a Champions League once in a blue moon over the whole period. I'm talking about Chelsea consecutively being in Champions League semi-finals back to back to back. We didn't do that with him. We didn't do that with that ideology. So until we perform at the top level with that type of player in that position, people are always going to question it. So that's just how it is. And if you are going to play that position, your passing has got to be A1. Deep line playmaker is exactly what it is. Playmaking. You should be creating dangerous scenarios. That doesn't mean you need to get assists, because we all saw Cole Palmer's pass for Neto, which led to Jackson scoring. Everybody can identify a pre-assist, not necessarily get it marked down on the stats, but everybody can identify what a defense splitting pass looks like. But that is the level of passing you need to be playing if you're going to be sacrificed, for your physicality and you know, those type of things. Let's see. Yeah, we do. I agree. Let's see. All in good time. Did you see that Enzo liked to comment under his Instagram in Conference League post of a match saying this is how good Enzo can be if you play him in his best position? Yes, I did see that. I have a trade-off though, because there's midfielders that can play in less restricted systems where they can play many roles to a high level and they don't have to be given so many variables before they perform. And that's something I don't want to get roped into with Enzo Fernandez, because I think for what we've paid and for what we're expecting, we should be able to ask of multiple things from a midfielder, not just one outstanding quality or two. We should be able to ask for multiple 3, 4, 5 things that you play to and do at a high level, because that's what midfield's about. Midfield is at the middle of the pitch where you are asked to do multiple things. So I need you to tackle and intercept, whether you like it or not. Otherwise, you can't play in the midfield. If you can't win the ball back to any degree, you can't play in midfield. Now, for him and Jorginho, once upon a time, it is close quarters. It is having bodies around you, not having to, you know, play in transition and acres of space to cover blades of grass. I get it. But I'm just saying, your tackling and intercepting needs to be there. Your passing needs to be there. You know, your awareness and press resistance needs to be there. Everything needs to make sense for the trade-off to make sense. Otherwise, it's a bit overprotective to just say, you can only sit here if he's playing, he's behind you, he's in front of you. Fuck all that. Sorry, I'm not doing all that. Not at my club. Right, I'm just going through the comments. What channel? Well, I think it's on Sky Sports, guys. So if you're looking for the game, it's on Sky. I think you have to press the red button, or Sky Sports Plus, or whatever is going on over there. But it's definitely on there for the UK people. So it's not difficult to get this one. My answer, any, would be Esteval. Everyone says Madueke is good 1v1, but for me, he's too clumsy. No, I think Madueke is good 1v1. I think he's brilliant 1v1. 100%. I think he's brilliant 1v1. So there's other parts of his game for sure he has to improve, but I don't think 1v1 is one of them. Not for me anyway. It has brought us a Champions League, but I don't think that was the own, like, do you know what I mean? That wasn't our, what's the word? That wasn't the epicenter of why we won the Champions League. Him and Kante was a great partnership in those games. Our defense was incredible. Don't underestimate Mendy in that Champions League. Don't underestimate Rudiger, Thiago Silva, Christensen, Azpilicueta, Reece James. These guys were absolutely phenomenal. Chilwell. Our defense was the best defense we've ever had. Jorginho was part of that, keeping the ball. Kante. But there's a difference between 5 games and 38 games. And there's a difference between 5 games and 10, 15, 20. Champions League. It's not repetitive. It's one time, one moment, with one manager, with one system, 3 at the back, and it worked. But to say that it's now something that we can do every single year, it just hasn't been done. It hasn't been done. And until that's my point. It's not been done. It's not like Barcelona with their methodology, their identity under Pep. Year in, year out, domination after domination after domination. Then you can say that is something that I can depend on, I can rely on, that works. When you do it in 1 5-month period, and then it's unfortunately never to be seen again because we sack managers and we have all that going on, it's not something that you can take in. You gotta do a title challenge with that. You have to. You absolutely have to. Let's see. Yeah, cool. Let's see. What else was going on? So yeah, those are the teams. I think we're going to be kicking off in 15 minutes? What else is going on at the moment? I really had to say at the top of the show, I really thought that Real Madrid shit was a disgrace. I'm very interested to see if that's something that's gonna I guess it's over now, but crazy. We had Ronaldo and Messi, guys. Ronaldo and Messi, year in, year out, turning up to each other's, I don't know what to call it. Turning up to each other's celebration, And gut-wrenching, by the way, because you're scoring 50 goals in a campaign. You're getting 15, 20 assists. You're winning trophies, whatever you've done. And you're just not quite good enough. But you go, you clap, you respect, you take your seat. For this guy, and I've defended him at every turn up until what happened the other day. Because obviously he's had to battle with racism in Spain, etc., etc. Their whole culture and the way that they approach it and deal with it is a disgrace, as it is in most places in Europe. And I just really love the fight that he fights. But that was just such a terrible move from him in Real Madrid. Such a terrible move. There was no class there. There was no grace. There was no decorum. There was no respect for Rodri. There was no respect for the season that he had. And I am someone that would have liked to see Vinny win it purely because I do think he had a great campaign last season, especially towards the back end. It was more Jude's first half of the season. He had his second half in the Champions League and whatnot. But I definitely can understand the argument from people that Rodri was more consistent over the whole campaign, and he just doesn't drop below an 8 out of 10, and he's the best in his position in the world. And the margin of him to the next DM versus the margin of Vinny to the next left winger is in complete, disarray. There's no comparison. So I get that. So I just don't understand the disrespect. It's just so rude. Now, God forbid, now you win something and people don't turn up. How are you going to feel? It's just so classless. I didn't like it one bit. I really didn't. It's not like you had a 50-goal season where you just ripped it up and no one could chat to you. Like, you got GA, similar GA to Mateta and other people. You know what I mean? It wasn't that mad. You didn't need to do that. You didn't need to do that, man. So poor. Poor from the whole club. Poor from the whole club. Poor from Perez. Poor from Perez, man. But Vinny's shown that he's got enough bite back in his career to say, no, Perez, I'm going to go because I've got something about me as a man. I'm not going to listen to what you've got to say on this situation. I'm going. And what's Perez going to do, really? Like, bruv, Vinny's got the number 7. He's the left wing. Are we going to do? Suspend him, kick him out of training because he said, no, I'm going to the award show. Leave it. He's going. I just think he should have gone. Very petulant. Very, very petulant. Very petty. Yeah, the results weren't leaked. I don't like results being leaked, but I don't think even if they were leaked, these guys wouldn't show up. So Rodri didn't have no social media, so they were just going to anyone with Rodri in their name and just cooking them, the Real Madrid fans, going and I don't even get that from Real Madrid fans because, like, you've seen better players at your football club than Vinny. You've had every Galactico you could possibly think of, you've seen greater seasons, man. Stop playing like as if it's the most egregious thing you've ever seen in your lives. You've seen so much more. I think them lot are just trolling, to be honest. They're not that serious. Yeah, that was funny. She must be like, what is going on? But Bellingham didn't deserve to win it either. When I'm watching those latter Champions League games in the knockouts, he's ghosting. Absolutely ghosted. And that's where Vinny started to take over. So I'm not giving it to Bellingham either. I think they should have both sat their asses down in second and third, if that was the case, and just applaud. I'm not giving it to Bellingham either. That's what I'm saying. This brother lost it after a goal record breaking season in the Premier League. a treble, and he still lost to the greatest of all time. And I do agree that people say, Messi should have got the Super Ballon d'Or and Haaland should have got the Ballon d'Or. But apparently the Super Ballon d'Or is only for Real Madrid players. Excuse us. Sorry. Again, ridiculous. And then you got Camavinga talking about politics. Real Madrid, you play for Real Madrid and you're talking about politics. You play for the Royal Club of Spain and you're talking about politics. The absolute irony, the lack of awareness is staggering. Staggering. Messi can't get a Super Ballon d'Or, but it's just, Lord. These kids need educating. Educate these kids. Like, if you don't know what you're talking about, don't say anything. The amount of players in that club tweeting, just shush. You just be saying anything. You know what I mean? It don't make no sense. What politics? You're Real Madrid. You've always been favoured. You've always been looked after. What are you talking about? Seriously. Talking like you're some sort of Arsenal at the Nou Camp when the whistle blew and no one heard it and then you got kicked out. Talking like you're some sort of, Chelsea against Barcelona as well. UEFA loaner, Drogba is a disgrace. Talking like you're some sort of underdog. Shut it, Shanice. Shut it. You know what I mean? I am always a la Madrid. But this week, they've pissed me off. I'll be real. And I don't care about the Ballon d'Or. Since they didn't give it to Lewandowski, I don't really care. But this week was bad week for Madrid. Bad week. For all them a la Madrids out there that want the Trents and the Van Dijks. And it's a bad week for you. I've lost a little bit of love. I'm hope that I'll gain it back. But you lot have really shown some nasty traits today. I'll be real. Or this week. Nasty traits. Because I don't like Barcelona. So I kind of then have to like Madrid. That's the problem. I don't like Barcelona. Don't like Barcelona. I liked Barcelona until they started talking in press conferences for people's players and getting very, very disgusting decisions in Champions Leagues. And I thought, yeah, I'm done now. Bye-bye. Let's see. Support Atletico. But Atletico, I don't know. Yeah, I do respect Atletico a lot, to be fair. They do compete, which is impressive. Bring back Valencia. How about that? Bring back David Villa, David Silva, Juan Mata, all those guys. Bring back Valencia. Valencia loved it. That's my team. I love Valencia. Bring them back. Valencia getting relegated. Maybe they are. I haven't actually checked the table for a while. I haven't checked it. Yeah, so Sancho's ill. So, yeah, the one thing that we're really waiting on, and the game's going to kick off in about 7 minutes. The main thing that we're looking for from this game is how are we going to play on that right flank? Where's Enzo going to play in the midfield? And, yeah, that's about it, really. Those are the two big things that I'm looking at. And obviously, concerning, and this is why people ask and they say, why have I never got Disasi in my lineup? Well, I don't really ever have Disasi in my lineup because for previews, I don't want Disasi in the middle of the defense because I think he doesn't fix his feet fast enough from left to right in possession for me to put him in the middle of a possession-based team. If I was to put him in the middle of a back three, I'd expect that team to be defending quite a lot more and be a lot more compact and counter, and he's on a low block and he's just basically just heading things out of the box. He's a West Ham centre-back under David Moyes. But in a possession-based system, receiving the ball a lot, having to have all those angles and play all those passes, breaking lines, I don't know. I'm just not quite sold. But I'm definitely not sold on him on the flank, which is where he is today, as a wide centre-back, basically right back, because he's going to be going up against Anthony Gordon. So we all saw him get killed against Mateta against Palace last season. I just don't want Disasi on the touchline. Hopefully today he does his job against Gordon. And maybe Gordon is feeling the after effects of a knock. But I really worry about Disasi versus Gordon on a flank. I just don't think he's not good as a wide running defender. He's not a pace merchant. He's quite the opposite. So that's not one of my favorite things to see. And this is where I would like someone like Chimpong to develop a lot quicker potentially and play these games, but he's just not even involved because of the contract situation. And to be fair, he's probably not ready to start this kind of game either. But yeah, his profile is better for this. And Lewis Hall, thank you. You know, not only Gordon, but Lewis Hall. I tried to say on breakdown, I thought Lewis Hall played well, and I can't remember who shut me down. But then I went, and I was like, well, I'm not going to fight for this because I do really like our left backs. I didn't want to come across like I was still pining over Lewis Hall. But then I checked the statistics, and I was like, this is exactly what I watched. Lewis Hall created a lot of big chances, did very well against Madueke, and just played well. Technically, just looked good. And it's only now when I check the stats and then the comps go up on X, I'm like, oh, okay, I did see that. So yeah, Lewis Hall, man, he's a good player. Very good player. I think he's like 19 years old. I don't know why it's a crime to miss him, you know? He's exactly what Cobham is all about. Technically secure. Could play in a possession-based system. Positionally versatile. He's 20. He's a good player. He could absolutely cook for us. Hopefully you don't cook the Sassy today on the overlap. And who's going to track back? You know, who's going to track back on that right-hand side? So if there's... is it going to be Felix? Felix's work rate... This is why I don't want to see Felix on the right wing. This is why I always say Felix has to play in the middle. He has to play as a 10 or a second striker in a 2 like he did on Thursday with Nkuku. Felix on the wing, with some of the off-the-ball stuff that I've seen, even on Thursday when the last 10 minutes and he's just lost a duel in the most lazy fashion you could possibly think of. I cannot imagine Felix up and down that right wing tracking back Lewis Hall. It just cannot run. It cannot run. Cannot. So I don't know who's tracking that guy. If he's playing right wing with Disasi, we are in for a treat. we are in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be honest. That is not it. That is not it. Maybe we got to learn the hard way, but I'm not liking that idea at all. From a defensive standpoint, even from a attacking standpoint, I don't like it from any standpoint. It's ugly. Very, very ugly. Very ugly. But we'll see how it goes. Smash up the likes, guys. Oh, you have been smashing up the likes. So credit to you. Let's see how close we can get to 99k. We're not far from it. At all. We're getting there. Let's see. Right. Interesting. I've just lost the chat. All right, let me just go back to normal. Why has it done that though? I had it up and then now it's disappeared. Let me just go and get it again. I didn't enjoy putting up the chat on screen. It's not easy, but I enjoyed it. Give me that. I'm going to close the poll in a minute too. Just before kickoff, we'll remember to do that. We will be there. I think I'll probably do 2 previews for the United game. I'll do my solo one. I'll do a collab. And that'll be that. I was considering maybe going to Manchester, but I don't have the facilities. There's just not... It's not timing. The timing's not working out for me. So... But yeah, we'll have a collab, guys. We'll have a collab. Let's see. I believe that Disasi can be a good centre-back in a different way of playing in a different team. I just don't think in the direction we're going it suits Disasi. Now, he's playing as a 4th, 5th, 6th choice, so it's not the end of the world. But when you're asking him to come in, it's just not ideal. With the way we set up, it's not ideal. It's not how I'd envision Disasi excelling. I don't think we're getting the best out of Disasi, and I don't think Disasi gets the best out of us in this way of playing, in this structure. So, it's not that he's a bad player, I just don't think it makes sense. Sancho's ill. Thank you. Yeah, listen. They got to pull out some serious things to put me in a state of confusion on that type of stuff, in a state of disarray. Let's see. Cam on the Chelsea. Indeed. How far are we from... Wait, where's my options on... 1 second. Should be able to pull this up. Alright, where is this? Alright, I'll have to close that chat anyway now and just go back to normal because I gotta pull up the game. And the game is kicking off and it's kicked off. Bro, I swear the time just literally flew by. Yeah. Alright, well it's not kicked off just yet, but the timer's gonna go up on screen and we are about to kick off. So we're gonna have to leave that now. Let's see. Right, guys, we're nearly kicking off. And we are getting ready. Might just even refresh that, just in case. Yeah, we've kicked off. Okay, so I was a little bit behind. We've kicked off, guys. We've kicked off. Timer's on screen in about a few seconds' time. And we will be there. We've kicked off. Let me just do that. Right, timer. I think that should be in sync. We hope. It is in sync. Oh, that was close. Right, we've kicked off, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're 1 minute in. 1 minute in. Hopefully that's in sync. Come on, the boys. Come on, the boys. Come on, the boys. Let me quickly check side cam. It's not working. It is frozen. There we go. Let's get timer there too. And we're good. And that's not on screen. There we go. Right, we're good. We're good. We're all ready. Oh, now I'm nervous because we've kicked off. I wasn't nervous before. Now I'm nervous. Woo! Come on, boys. Shit! Shit! Oh, Joe Linton on the back post, off the post. Chelsea very close to conceding. Very, very close to conceding. Terrible. Sleeping. Back post, look. And again, right back, right side. Who is going to track runners? Who is going to be on point? Who is going to be paying attention? Is Dewsbury Hall coming very late? I don't know if it's his responsibility this early on to be defending, but it's not good. It's really, really not good. We had our opportunity, they had theirs, but yeah, we need to fix up. We need to fix up, guys. We could have been 1-0 down already. Gotta be better. Timer. Why is it off again? Hold on a second. Right, it's back now. Timer's there, timer's there, timer's there. Timer's in sync, timer's there, guys. Don't worry. Come on, man. Fix up. So, Newcastle got a free kick. Newcastle got a free kick. Wide free kick. This is where we need to defend. I didn't want to bring it up in the preview because I don't want to be, repeating myself every single week. But this is where we need to prove. With Disasi, hopefully, and Badiashile and Renato Vega, I'm expecting better defending on set pieces. Jorgensen's not done very well there. But we've got the ball clear. That was a bit ridiculous. He's just kind of come to catch it. Like, he's done the Superman Sanchez, but then he's just let the ball go. And if that goes into a Newcastle player, it's an open goal to tap it in. But this is why I didn't come in arrogant into this game. Just the defending in the first 4 minutes is the reason why. So Dewsbury Hall, guys, is playing right wing. So that's something we can mark down. That's happening. He's playing right wing. Let's see what kind of shift he puts in defensively and let's see what he offers going forward. But I would expect this to be very left-heavy today. Very left-heavy. I don't really know what Dewsbury Hall is like on the right wing. I've never watched him play there. We're playing it around the back. Keeper's gone long. And it's out of play. Fuck me. Oh, Jesus. Very, very messy start. Shrewsbury Hall. Can I just say on this keeper, right? A lot of people are asking for him to come in for Sanchez because Sanchez has shown that he's not good enough to play for Chelsea at a top level without having bozo moments. That doesn't mean people think that Jorgensen is ready. We want to see him to see if he's ready. If he's not ready, we go back to, recruitment. Because the goalkeeper position was very important and it needed to be taken with a little bit more seriousness than it has been taken if Jorgensen's not ready. Because that's another goalkeeper on our books that's not ready to add to the other 5. So that's how you need to look at it. It's not that people think that he's ready. It's that we need to see if he is, because our actual keeper isn't and never will be, in my opinion. And that's why I always say with the scouting, let's say we have very good scouting, but let's not talk about 10 out of 10, because if we have to go and buy another goalkeeper, that's like 6 times we've bought a keeper. So it's like, solve our problems. We've solved a few of them. Some of them are unsolved. That was good from him off his line. I'm hoping that he's the solution. Here's Joe Linton. So Cucurella is playing. Is Renato Vega playing in midfield then and Cucurella is playing left back? No, he's not. Hold on a second. No, they're both playing in midfield. Whoa, this is weird. So the back 3 is, yes, this makes sense. Back 3 is Badiashile, Tosin, and Disasi. Midfield 3 is Renato Vega, Cucurella, who can go back to left back, and Enzo Fernandez. But Renato Vega is basically playing in a pivot, or midfield 3, right-hand side of midfield 3, next to Enzo Fernandez. Shrewsbury Hall's at the right wing with etc., etc. Shrewsbury Hall cutting in. Well, at least we can say there's some sort of consistency, because Shrewsbury Hall's left-footed. He'll cut in on his left foot and try to shoot potentially. But I don't know what he's like 1v1 against fullbacks with his dribbling. So let's see if Shrewsbury Hall can do that. But yeah, midfield 3 has got 2 fullbacks in it. Very interesting. But that's your physicality next to Enzo anyway. Sorted. Cucurella. Good cutback. Finish! Oh, that is a brilliant chance. Oh, that's unfortunate. That was unfortunate. I think it was intercepted. Mudryk, Cucurella, great stuff on the left. And I think, yeah, the defending from Willock, is just really good. Renato Vega's not able to get the connection that he's looking for. Because otherwise, I think he bangs it in for 1-0. I don't think he misses that. Here's Shrewsbury Hall. Enzo. Looks like Shrewsbury Hall's on our corners. So Shrewsbury Hall we're going to learn about a lot today. Lovely. That's really good. Cross wasn't great, though. Corner again. I think today, from corners, we could start putting the ball into the box. If Shrewsbury Hall's good at taking corners, you've got Tosin, you've got Badiashile, you've got Disasi. I've always complained about the crappy options that we usually have in the A team, but the B team should be better at set pieces than the A team, to be honest. This is good options. Very good options today. They should be stronger in this. Let's see if we get a good corner. It's good delivery. Unlucky. Yeah, we got good options. B team's got good set piece options. Renato Vega, I didn't even include him. That's like 4 guys. that's pretty good for us. That's 4 guys. That's brilliant. So Here's Enzo. Shrewsbury Hall. Oh. Enzo's going to switch. That's not a great ball. Oh, that's really poor from Enzo. It's not a good ball. Not a good ball. Tottenham are playing Man City. I forgot about that. So let's just take a look. Joe Linton. So this makes sense because he used to play this position a lot. But Joe Linton's playing on the left wing. Gordon on the right, Isak up front. We was wondering pre-match how that was going to look because we know usually Joe Linton's playing in midfield. I'm sure he'll play more defensive-minded than Gordon, and it might even look like a 4-4-2, out of possession. Gordon pressing with Isak up top. But that is the way they are going. A lot of energy, a lot of runners in the midfield. A lot of ground will be covered. Very hard-working team. So hopefully we can match that. Here's Felix. But yeah, I'm really enjoying Cucurella's evolution. You know, he was left back, then inverted left back, and now an 8 who can underlap on Mudryk and get into those cutback zones and do it very well. I think he's one of our most improved players over the last 6 months. Really, really impressive from him. And I'm glad because he cost a lot. He was one of our most expensive, actually our most expensive fullback of all time. So, and I think maybe just in general, in fullbacks in the Premier League, he might be the most expensive of all time. I think Kyle Walker was like 50 million for Man City. So yeah, glad he's worked out so far, guys. That was an expensive one. Yeah, I mean, I love the freedom he's getting because you know what it is with him? He has that bite and that combative shithousery nature that we lack as a team a lot of the time. So when he gets to do it in midfield and maybe even press up the pitch, it's good. It's good to add to the team. They've just won the ball back. That's not good. Joe Linton blocked out for a corner. Going to be a very close game, guys. Expect this for the whole match, back and forth. If it's going to be a win, it will be very close. It'll be very tight. There's no replays, so this will just go into... Is it straight to penalties? Let me know in the chat, or is it extra time? Hopefully, I think it's straight to penalties. Let me know in the chat. Smash up the likes if you haven't already as well. Appreciate the support. Pens, brilliant. I'm more than in favor of, you know, when we talk about players having too much games and they're getting injured more often and there's pointless competitions like Nations League, I'm more than in favor of scrapping extra time and going straight to penalties. Puts more pressure on the 90 minutes as well to win the game. So it makes for a more entertaining 90 minutes, I think, or last 15 minutes, and cuts out any nonsense. And most of the time you see in extra time, players are just getting tired. Game slows down, becomes very pedantic. It's not like you're even getting the best quality football in that time period anyway, so I'm all for it. It's like making price cuts in the Carabao Cup. Do you know what I mean? Dropping the Carabao Cup, little 50p. Nice little 50p cut. Is it true St. James's Park is a stop? Oh, what, on the tube? On the Circle Line? Yeah, bruv. I think so. Yeah, it is. I think so. Is it? Something similar, if I'm correct. I think it is. Is that what you mean? I don't think that's what you mean. Yeah, fans forgot that Newcastle did miss some big chances on Sunday. I know. And that's why I was so confused with the whole we're going to smash them thing. Like, I just didn't get it. I'd love to get it. I'd love to be a part of it, but I couldn't authentically be on it. I just think they're a very, very decent team that we have to be understanding of. It's not going to be an easy game. Right. Jorgensen is going to go long. Enzo kind of wanted the pass short, but I think Jorgensen made the right decision, to be honest. He was on his weaker foot. I don't want to see mistakes in the first phase. I don't want to see us giving the ball away cheaply. I think it's better safe than sorry. Enzo wanted it, but that press from Newcastle was proper. We don't want to be losing the ball in that position. And he's also trying to compete for Sanchez. And one thing Sanchez has been doing is been giving the ball away in the first third, and then we get into sticky positions. I know the manager wants that, and maybe this is actually going to be to the detriment of Jorgensen. If he keeps clearing the ball, I think Maresca said that's something that he would drop Sanchez for. So if anything, those braver passes are more likely to get him into the lineup. But as a fan, I like variety in these positions, in these situations. I know it's not stubborn, but I can't have a heart attack on stream. I just can't do it. Here's Joe Linton. Overlap. That left-hand side's getting way too easily bypassed. They're getting... If Lewis Hall gets into those positions that the other players are getting into on that left wing, they're going to put in some proper crosses soon. That's a free kick. In Kuku, that's a free kick. That's a free kick. Oh, yes. Let me end the poll. But yeah, I think that left-hand side is... I mean, you could see it. That left-hand side is going to be getting some serious attention. Has he booked Fabian? He has. He's booked him. Good. Book him. Book him and book him again. Yeah, United scored, but they've got an easy fixture anyway. Who are they playing? No one mad. Casemiro scored. Right, we've got a free kick. I need a good delivery. I think it suits in-swinger from... outswinger from Enzo. Goalkeeper's really high on his line, not really trying to see this go straight into his hands. It's a bit of a weird win. Chance wasted, guys. I'm not sure what he was asking, because the way you wrote it, bro, is very confusing. Is it true that their field is inclined? What, their pitch is not flat? I actually have no idea. I'd assume that regulation would mean that your pitch has to be flat. Now, I'm sure if it's a couple of millimeters, no one's really going to notice, if that's what you're asking, but I actually don't know. Maybe someone in the chat knows, because that sounds like nerd info that I should know as a four-eyed man myself, but I do not know this. And this is why I keep telling you guys I'm not really a real nerd. I'm just an imposter. I'm a catfish. I just look like one, but I don't actually have the numbers and the know-how. Oh, dear. I don't know that one. That's an interesting fact. But some people are saying it's not. So, yeah. I didn't actually know that. Yeah, it's only like 2-3 changes from Newcastle's A team, whereas we've made about 11. So yeah, it is their A- team versus our B team. So yeah, you know, if we win this game with that being the situation, that's really impressive. That's really good. But if we lose, I'd be really gutted, because I don't want to lose. Regardless of whether it's our B team or not, I just don't want to lose the game. Really want to... I mean, if we win this, I think we go to the quarterfinals, is it? And then, you know, you're one game away from the last four. You're one good draw from the last four. And it gets serious. So just want to get to Wembley, guys. Especially with this manager, I want to get to Wembley, because I think this manager, I think he could do it. He could be the one that actually gets us over the line. Imagine Maresca winning a trophy at Wembley first season, like in February. It'd be brilliant. It'd be fantastic. All right, you got to pass that now. don't. If you launch that now, that's where you'll be in trouble. Right, Cucurella, well done. Badiashile, Enzo's free. Right, left side. Lovely, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, we've wasted that. That was wonderful build-up play, though. That was really good. Really, really good build-up play. Lewis Hall, doing very well. Tosin, Jorgensen, Badiashile, Enzo, beautiful. Beautiful build-up play again. Our build-up play is getting much better. Really, really improving. Enzo, Mudryk, oh, unlucky. Build-up play is really good. Go on, Felix. Go on. He's won the ball back. Ah, you got to do something with that. Ah. Good play, though. Really good play. Really, really enjoying our build-up. When we do play it out, it's really good. We play through them well. It's not a great shot. I think he could have done better. I think there was someone on the left that was just showing for an option, but it is what it is. Here's Joe Linton. He's going to switch that, is he? No. Joe Linton 1-2. He's picking up a whole heap of positions on this pitch. It's almost like he's got a free roll. And to be honest, they do like to give him a free roll because he's got such a... He's so energetic. The guy just... He's like their Cucurella right now. He's just everywhere. You can't even pin Joe Linton down to a position. He's playing left wing, then he's playing 10, then he's playing right. He's picking it up on the right. He's everywhere. Free kick. Yeah, I'm happy with Badiashile so far. Are we starting Gusto versus United? I don't know because apparently, reportedly, and I don't really know why we know this, but obviously Ten Hag's sacking, you could just make this assumption anyway yourself without the report, but Ten Hag's sacking has obviously thrown the plans a bit left because we were planning for a Ten Hag team and now we're planning for a Ruud van Nistelrooy team. So we're looking back at PSV, how they played. That's poor from Enzo. Giving the ball away now. So I don't know what we're going to do because this manager's unpredictable. He'll play Reece James at left back. He'll play Gusto at left back. He'll play Cucurella at left back. I don't know. I don't know. Cucurella plays so well this season for us that I can't still picture him not in the team for big games like that. But we'll just have to see. I will try in my preview to think about all the options, but if I do that with this manager, I'll be there for 30 minutes minimum. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck! Fuck! Shit! To go 2 straight games where Isak doesn't score. Well, he scored against us, I was saying in the preview for the last game that Isak's been very quiet recently. And he goes and scores against us on the weekend and he scores again. Scored against us last season as well. And that is the risk when you're playing out. We've had some really good moments playing out, but that one there didn't work. And when you lose the ball that high up the pitch, in Newcastle's perspective, you're just asking to concede because it is just one pass to Isak, one chance, and there you go. You're a goal down, and that's why I do like the variety of sometimes just going over the top. But that is ridiculous. That's the risk we take. We're 1-0 down, and I did say before kickoff, if we go a goal down to this team, it's going to be really interesting to see just how good we are, because obviously this team have never gone a goal down in their games because they're playing against plumbers and electricians and bricklayers and barrows. But now we're under the cosh at St. James's Park with this atmosphere in a cup game, in a knockout game. Not even in a league game in the Conference League where you can fix it later. Tonali wide. We need to get our shit together. Look at the crowd. It ain't easy, guys. And anybody who told you it was going to be easy, I don't know. I think they were lying. Because this ain't easy. Have to respect Newcastle away. Man City drew here this season, 2-2. Have to respect Newcastle away. Come on. You've got to get through the next 10 minutes now. Get control of this game, guys. Can't let this go. Vega in midfield. Yeah, I mean, he's the one that gets dispossessed. I had him in my head as a left back in this game. Was part of the back three because I've just been really impressed with the way that he is able to play forward. But playing with your back to goal and being aware of your surroundings is a completely different ball game to playing with your back, with playing with the press in front of you. And he's been really good at that. Again, B teams in Conference League, but this is Newcastle, better press. But he's been really good at progressing the ball from the free, from the defence. But playing with your back to goal in the midfield is a different ball game. We've just conceded again. We've just conceded again! We've just conceded again! It's not easy! It's not easy! I don't even know what to call that. Is it a set piece? Is it a cross? Have we been crucified? This is what happens. This is what happens at St. James's Park when you get too arrogant, too cocky, think that you're the bee's knees. This is the first fucking test. I said it on my preview. This is the first test. Do you really want to do it? Full 11, do you really want to do it? Everyone's telling me, yeah, man. Don't be saying, yeah, man. Because that's sticky icky these days, bro. Long. Fuck. Fuck, man. Game's done before it's even started. 26 minutes, 2-0 down. Fuck. And a lot of people tell me, oh, we won't care about this game. You will care. Trust me, you'll feel it right now, bro. Trust me. I want to win this game. Fuck, man. Fuck! Getting blammed. Fuck's sake, man. I warned us. I fucking warned us. Don't fucking say plan B on the commentary, you dickhead. This ain't a fuck you. Plan B. Fuck you, dickhead. You know we're playing our B team. Don't fucking come with that shit. God's sake. How the hell are we going to have a plan B when this is the B team? Dickhead. Jesus. Don't trigger me today, man. God damn. Getting cooked now, man. 5 minutes of mayhem. What kind of goal is that to concede? I don't even know who scored it. It just went through everybody. I don't even want to watch it back. Look at the passing. We're just giving the ball away now in the first third. Can't keep it. It's Buddy a shield now. It's a virus and it's spreading. Just keep the ball. Please, keep the ball. Club's got fucking chlamydia. Catching everything. Come on. Come on. Just please compete for 10 minutes. Don't make it 3-0. Don't make it 4. Just compete for... compete. Just compete, please. I can't stand it when we get too above our station. Like, this is not a joke. I don't know why we thought it was. I really don't. And I'm not even really annoyed with the selection because I get it. We need to pay respects to the B boys. You know, the Bs, the knees, the Brentfords. You know what I mean? The bus stops. We need to pay respect and give them their opportunity to prove themselves. But my God, is it a test? It ain't the Conference League, bruv. I said it in my preview. It's Newcastle, not Noah's Ark. This ain't animals. This ain't zoo, bro. Like, this ain't it. It's really, really different. Really different. This is harder than the game on Sunday. You know why? Because it's away at St. James's and we've beaten them. So they're extra pissed. They want revenge. I don't think people understand that. We just beat this team a couple days ago. They want revenge. Do you think they really want to lose to us twice in a row? In 3 days, 4 days? bruh. Blood clot, man. Ugh. We got 60 minutes. So we're 1/3 of the game through. And we're going to need to see some serious improvements. Because they're on to us. One thing you don't want to do with Newcastle, even if they've been average over the past few weeks, you do not want to get them going at home. Because the crowd get behind them and they just play off that. They play to it. And they start their big tackles. As we saw, you know, they're a very physical team. They've been accused of being too physical at times over the last few seasons with some of the tackles they've gone in with. But they like to do it because it gets their crowd up and it gets the emotions going. And then next thing you know, you're in this cage. Look, we're just getting blood. Lord heavens. Oi, this is getting mad. This is getting mad. Are you not watching what I'm watching? How many times are we going to give this ball away in the first third? This press is different. It's different, guys. It's a different press. Oh! The sassy! Oh, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. Oh, I need to be careful. Because we're nearly at 100k and it'd be a damn shame if my channel got deleted, bruv. Damn shame. Damn shame indeed if we went 99.9 and I just got killed, bro. Deleted. Control Alt Delete. Man, have to start up a Vine. TikTok and that. Maybe a little Twitch. Road to 100k starts again on Twitch. I don't know. Long day. We're getting cooked, bro. Last 10 minutes has been we've been in the trenches. We're in the trenches today. Can't play out. Because we're getting a real press now. This is a real press. It's a real press. This is mad. Whatever halftime talk is coming up needs to be very, very good. Needs to be serious because, yeah. Right now, one thing I want is I want the team to make sense again. I want Dewsbury Hall back in midfield. I want Vega at left back, Cucurella next to Enzo in midfield, and next to Dewsbury Hall. Just please make the team make sense again because this unfortunately isn't working. Renato Vega under the press with his back to play isn't working. Enzo Fernandez, even in possession, not good enough. The sassy, tossing. Everybody's treating the ball like a hot potato. They don't look comfortable in their own ends. Actually, we're not in our ends. That's maybe the problem. Actually, no, we're not even good at our own ends. Our away record's better than our home. Felix, please, finish. That was unfortunate. That's not good. We needed that one. We needed that. We needed that. That to be a goal. That is a good opportunity. That was a good opportunity, guys. Stop. Listen, if you're a Chelsea fan, stop calling it a Mickey Mouse Cup. You may have seen better, but this team has not. So stop calling it a Mickey Mouse Cup. Right? Don't become those people. Because that's how you end up like Arsenal, who haven't won a trophy in how many years, thinking that they're bigger and better than it. Don't do that. Please. And still haven't won shit. Please don't do that. Don't become those lot, because that's when I can't relate to you anymore. My club is about lifting silverware. Don't change that. Do not change that. Our first trophy under Jose Mourinho was the Carabao Cup, Carling Cup, Gerrard own goal. Do not come in here talking about Mickey Mouse nothing, Because you don't even belong on Disney, brother. We've not won shit in years. We've not won anything since 2022. So don't come up in here talking about Mickey Mouse. Please. You don't get to do that. We don't win Prems and Champions Leagues consecutively. I said it in my preview. We need to win a trophy. This club and this ownership and these players need to win a trophy. So don't come up in here talking about Mickey Mouse. Don't do it. You look silly. Clearly you ain't had enough pain. Because you're getting a bit too above your... Getting a bit above your block, bro. Bro, if City's going out, all the more reason why we need to win. We would be the new favourites now. Who else is here? Well, Man United are 3-0 up now, so they're going to beat Leicester. But actually, no, to be fair, Arsenal are here, innit? Arsenal are here. Liverpool still here? Liverpool's here. It's early on. How are you trying to spin a deep quality squad? Yeah? Which is what we have. Deep quality squad. I got everybody posting up 2 fucking team sheets. A team, B team. Look at us. Oh my God. And then you have the gall to then say, actually, nah, we don't really need the cup competition. Sorry, we're too good for that. What? Are you listening to yourself? We got a B team of a valuation of like 400 million and you think you're too good for Carabao Cup. What kind of foolishness is that? Nah, man. Some of you have lost your heads. You don't even make any sense. Got a B team, people are saying, that can finish in top 6 and can come and slap Newcastle at St. James's, but now we're too good for it. Come on, give it a rest. Be consistent at least. If you're going to be frothing at the mouth over this B team, this is the day where they need to come and show it. And they've been absolutely blattered. Yeah? Blattered. Bro. Fuck! Jorgensen! You yogurt pot! What are you doing? You petty fluus! What are you doing? The B team don't get credit for beating Noah's Ark and Shamrock Rovers. This is the day. I hope you lot understand that. You don't get credit for beating part-timers. That's what Felix said in the presser. You take care of business on Sunday, we'll take care of it on Wednesday. Fucking show up. Come and take care of business. Stand up and be counted for. That's what it's about today. Don't start trying to make excuses, people. Felix. Kendry. Sorry, not Kendry. Wish it was Kendry Pies at this point. Fucking hell. Renato Vega, come on. This is what the real world looks like for the A-team. Respect the A-team if you're struggling. Respect. Respect. Felix, good save. That's better. Come on. Do you know what? At least he's looking like he's got something of a goal threat in him, because we're struggling for that today. I'm still not seeing enough of Nkunku in this striker position. He seems like as if he's very disjointed from the rest of the team. And I always have to say that, but it's annoying because he's such a good player. But that striker position, it doesn't work. It doesn't look right. Doesn't look right to me, guys. Doesn't look right. And I see him drifting a bit deeper, and I don't know if that's frustration or if that's an instruction. He is kind of part of that too with Felix at times, but he's just not in the game. He's not in the game. A player of that quality should not be ghosting. And I'm not even saying that's completely his fault, but he's just not involved. He's not involved. And we need to admit that at the very least, that he's not a striker. We've had that debate, And I hope you're seeing he's not a striker, guys. He should be getting more touches on the ball than this. Just not involved. Not involved. Ref, Enzo, thank you. No? Okay, we'll play on. Fuck it. Offside. No. Now you're gonna pull that back, please, and book that guy. Book that guy. Book him. Don't worry about United, man. Fuck them. They're playing some scrubs anyway. Don't worry about that. People talking about new manager bounce, man. Forget all that. Forget all that. Good. Mudryk, unlucky. Right, they're in possession now. It's a really bad first half. Apart from a couple of moments from Felix. Really poor first half, man. I need us to really drastically improve in the second half. At least get this to penalties. That's my aim now. If we can take this to penalties, I'll take it. I'll be very happy. That'll be a great second half if we can do that. But I mean that's gonna be a lot for us. Shot. Oh, Felix unlucky. But at this point, Felix, I do need you to start hitting the back of the net with these opportunities. Like, how many more times can I say it's unlucky, bro? You got to put that in the corners. I mean, that's a great shooting position. That shot's not good enough. It's not enough, man. I need more. I need more, bro. I need more, I'm afraid. That one there is not enough. He's getting into good positions. You know, he's getting into good positions and he's the most threatening, but I need that finish now. I need that finish. Lewis Hall playing really well, man. Lewis Hall playing very well over there. So good on the ball. Starting left back for England soon. Soon come. By the grace of God, please. So can I ask you guys, right, in the chat at halftime, given that it's going in this way, do you bring Cole Palmer on at halftime or are you completely moving on to Man United on Sunday? Let me know in the chat. Yes or no? Palmer on? Yes or no? Not coming on. What do you think? In Cuckoo, much better, deeper. Much better. Much better, deeper. Going past players. That's what we want to see. None of this hold-up play shit. Now, please finish. Oh, unlucky. There's no space. Go, go, go. Enzo, again. Keep it ticking. Keep it ticking. Again, keep it going. Dasasi. Can you cross? Unlucky. Not bad. Not bad. What we doing? What we doing, chat? No. No. A lot of no's. A lot of no's. We can't bring on Caicedo. He's not here. That's kind of why I kept him in the team in the preview. Just because I felt like he was a bit of a unicorn for us against Newcastle. What he did on the weekend, and it couldn't really be sacrificed away from home in a ground like this where you need someone who's great in the build-up but also can win the ball back at a top level. I just felt like he was needed today. We've gone a bit overboard, I think, not having him. But it's too little too late now, I'm afraid. Gonna have to work with what we've got. Dasasi, go on. That was not good either. That was not good. That's not good. Dasasi. I just don't want him over the halfway line. I'll be honest. Just doesn't look right. Yeah, it's intercepted. No, I do want him over the halfway line if we're dashing balls into the box in the last 5 minutes and we need a header. But not in open play. We'll talk a big halftime talk about halftime subs and stuff because I'm putting the lineups back on screen. I need to know what I'm working with on the bench. How many subs do you get in the Carabao Cup? It's still 5, yeah? 5 subs, guys? I'd make a double change if it's 5. I'll make a double change. Sancho's ill. It's just, I don't like Renato Vega in this position that he's playing in, man. It just it's not sitting right with me. It's not sit. Renato Vega, I'll be honest, in that position, nope. Off the ball, nope. On the ball, nope. Oh, fuck. Woo! We almost conceded again. Oh, boy. We got a lot to talk about at half-time. Goddamn. Could have been 3-0, but very awkward height for Willock. Oh, my God. All right, well, half-time. Half-time. First of all. What did I say in the preview? No. We have to have a conversation as fan base. We have to have a conversation because we have to. No. What did I say? What did I say in the preview? You just saw that first off. What did I say? What did I say? No, you. This is Dora the Explorer. What did I say? What did I say in the preview? What did I say? You tell me. What did I say? Exactly. That's what I said. You heard what I said. That's what I said. That's what I said. It ain't easy at St. James's Park. Can we have some respect? Because at the end of the day, guys, this team that we're seeing out here on this football pitch, this is their first test of the season. They have played your Serviettes. They have played your Egg and Spoons. They have played your Barrows. They have played all of those teams and played them, some of them, most of them, off the park. And struggled against Serviette, to be fair. But that was early doors. But this team have not played Newcastle United away from home. This is their first test. Now, with that lineup, it wasn't for me. It wasn't what I would have gone with. You saw in the preview, I would have put Caicedo in there. I would have put a little bit more insurance. I feel like sometimes we think that we can't be damaged. We can't be broken with this B team because we have all got a little bit carried away with the 2 screenshots of the A team and the B team. And it all looks very good right now because we're winning games in the Conference League. But the B team is B for a reason. They're B for a reason because these are the type of games where you wouldn't play them. You wouldn't play all of them. And there's a distinct difference in the quality. Not for all of them, but for some of them. Desassi. As a wide centre-back, he is of no use. I hate to be definitive, but I've seen enough of it, and I'm just saying it how it is. He is no use to us playing this style of play. He doesn't fix his feet fast enough. He cannot do anything going forward for us. He is not of any use to us in this type of system, in this type of way of playing. Renato Vega, he was the one taken apart in that first goal. Playing as a right-sided 8, it's too much. It's too far from what we usually do with him. He plays really well in that back 3. I think he progresses the ball really well. I think he faces the play really well. Passing out from the back, breaking lines. But you're asking him now to play back to goal under a very intense press. And something we know about Newcastle at St. James's Park is that they have energy. When was the last time you saw a Newcastle team at St. James's Park with no energy, with no athleticism, with no intensity? It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist in a normal game. It certainly doesn't exist after losing to us a few days ago. And it certainly doesn't exist on a night game where the Geordies are pissed up and ready to rumble. It doesn't exist. That press is intense. That midfield is very demanding. It is not no joke. And that is why Caicedo would have been in there for me. And I think we've got a bit too obsessed with the whole midweek, no, you can't play. What do you think Champions League teams are doing? Champions League teams are playing Inter Milan on Wednesday and Manchester City on Saturday. Leipzig on Tuesday. It's not out of the question to play 1 or 2 players for a week where it is more difficult to play twice in 1 week. It's not out of the question. This is normal. Next year, this will be normal. So it's not something that we should be running from, and it's certainly not something that we should be thinking, you need to be rested for Sunday. This game is important. Now, I don't know how we're going to bring this back. We're going to bring lineups on screen because we're 2-0 down, and to be honest, we've not really had a foothold. We've had a couple of moments with Felix, and that is really about it. But we don't have any control. We don't have any real rhythm. I think we've slightly overcooked it. But at the same time, at least we've just given these guys an opportunity to prove that they are not what we think they are, in terms of we are gassing it a bit too much. I see us doing it. The B team could whoop your ass, or our B team could step to you. Relax. Please relax. Because what you're saying has not been proven. There's no evidence behind it. Today would have been your evidence. Not looking good. So relax, because you're not paying for these prices on this pitch to be whooping part-time plumbers, to be whooping electricians, to be whooping bricklayers in the Conference League. A lot of other teams could do that with a cheaper team. So let's not overdo it. This is our first test. We are failing it miserably. How do we fix it? We put people back in positions that make sense to them. At the bare minimum, get Vega back in that back line or off the pitch. Put, the midfielder Drewsbury Hall back into midfield. Get a right winger on this pitch. There's no balance. Lewis Hall is having a field day. Over there. The whole left-hand side's having a field day. Whether it's Joe Linton over there or it's anybody crossing from that position or getting past Desasio, it's just an absolute field day. Get players on that right-hand side that can actually help us in possession, because it is so cooked. It's not even funny. Mudryk, when we get him the ball at times, he's had a couple of little instances where he's gone around a defender and crossed, but I do want to see more. Nkunku is not a striker. Nkunku is not a striker. He's not a striker. I said it in the summer. I'm going to say it again. Nkunku Christopher is not a striker. He is not a striker. If you didn't hear me the first time, I'll say it into the second cam. He is not a striker. He's not a striker. Let this be another lesson to what Jackson does off and on the ball as a striker. He is playing in a front 2 with Felix again, and it is not making sense. The math is not mathing for Nkunku. It's still not a good enough performance. Now, is it service or is it him and his movement? I don't really know. We'll delve into it at full time. But it's not working. He's not playing well in that striker position. We need to accept it. He's not a striker. So, valuation on Jackson has gone up. The stocks have definitely gone up because we don't have any backup for Jackson. If Jackson was to fall injured, this is not a solution. What you're seeing right now is not a solution. We can kid ourselves and say we have 2 strikers. We have 3 or 4 10s and 1 striker. 3 or 4 10s and 1 striker. If Jackson was to be injured and we had Nkunku up front, that is just a bigger problem as some other key players getting injured, like Caicedo and whatnot. The hold-up play, the link-up, the involvement, the pressing, everything. It's just night and day. And it's not saying Cuckoo's not a very good player. He's a very, very, very good player. He's just playing in a position that is not for him. It's not for him. Apart from all of that, I'm all right. The playing out from the back is... It's unfortunate that that's how we're conceding our goals. I think we have to respect that the press is a lot better than what this team are used to in the Conference League. We are trying to play this brand of football. I understand that comes with risks and that sometimes comes with goals against. And yeah, we have to eat it. You know, we're not going to abandon our principles and start going long. We don't have anybody to go long to, which is another issue, right? So you could talk about a striker with a different profile coming in January or the summer. So we have that option to hold up play from long if it's not Jackson. We don't go long to Nkuku and Felix versus Fabian Sarr, Crafts and whatnot. We're not going to win that duel. So it's not even really an option for us physically. Enzo on the ball needs to improve drastically. It's just, it's very disappointing for people like me who value this competition, who understand our heritage a little bit in terms of where we started with this competition under Jose Mourinho, and don't dismiss it and don't disregard it and don't disrespect it and haven't grown above it. And I don't think this team can be above it. This is a very important opportunity for us to have games for these guys to play and for us to win at Wembley. And I think anybody who's passing it off as something that's not important, I think you need to be grounded, humbled. You need to be rooted, because I don't know where you're going, but I don't like where you're going. I'm not going there with you. Don't dismiss cups. We don't win enough of them. We lose a lot of them repeatedly. And that's all I have to really say. So yeah, I think I've ranted long enough. Stay Umbele with the B team. Stay Umbele with the cups. And substitutions-wise, I am hooking... Who am I hooking? I wish I could hook... I wish I could get Gusto on, but he's not on the bench. I don't get that. If I'm to make a criticism of Maresca, and I don't do it often, because I really do like what Maresca's done this season, but I don't understand Chilwell on the bench and Gusto not on the bench. That's my first criticism. You've already got two left-backs on this pitch who are really good players. Why is Chilwell on the bench, who is not part of our plans, and where is Gusto? If you're going to rest Reece James, completely understandable. But where are the right-back options? Not the right-side centre-back options, the right-back options. Because we have no way of rebalancing this team. This team is cooked on the right-hand side and it's confirmed. It can't even be altered. It can't even be changed. Where is Gusto? Where is he? Why is he not on the bench? Why do we have two goalkeepers on the bench and no Gusto? Why? That is a criticism. I don't look for them, but that is a criticism, a legit one. Where the hell is Marlo Gusto? So we can at least balance our right-hand side. I don't understand. The other thing I would say is that you'd probably look for Madueke to come on and play right wing. I know a lot of people have had a lot of criticism for Madueke, but at least you're getting the work rate to track back and track all those runners that are cooking us on that left-hand side, that are getting way too many easy opportunities to cross that football. Get him on this pitch and get me a winger that can take on their man and get me some balance. And then, at least Madueke doesn't rely upon an overlap from Disasi, rely upon support from Disasi, which he will never be able to give properly. So that's something to help. And apart from that, it's up to you guys with Palmer. I don't know. If you want to put Palmer in, you don't. I don't know. It depends how much you care about the competition. Depends how much you care. Depends how much you think we can get back into the game. I don't know if you're putting Palmer in. You let me know in the chat, but that's the two things I'm looking at. The no right back is pissing me off even more. The more I look at it, it's just jarring. And Madueke coming on, balancing out the team again. That's the first thing. For maybe Renato Vega, because where else is he going to play? You know, we need to get a goal as well. So we probably should take off a defender, get on an attacker, get to a 4-2-3-1, rebalance the team, get Drewsbury Hall back next to Enzo Fernandez. Not that that's even going to help us off the ball, because you look at Newcastle, their press, if they keep that energy with that physicality, we're still cooked. But we don't have Caicedo on the bench, so we can't fix that. There's nothing we can do to fix it. And we can't play out from the back with Renato in that right-sided 8 position. So I off the ball in midfield, we're kalas. We just have to hope that Newcastle will calm down and we step up. But at least balance the team. And that's all I can really say. That's all I can really say. But I don't have a lot of hope for us to get back in this, because I don't know if we're done conceding goals, if I'm being honest. We could have conceded 2 more goals in that first half. I don't think we're done conceding. That's what scares me. I think we can score a goal. But I don't think we're done conceding. I don't think we're done. I think we're just getting started. No, I'm joking. I hope we're not. I hope we're not just getting started, because I'm pretty much done. I've had enough of the goals conceded now. I've definitely had enough of that. That's enough goals conceded. That's more than enough. Let's go through some super chats, but I am not happy. I'm not happy at all. I worry for Enzo. He might be done. Oh, that was before the game started. I don't think after the game is really going to help. But anyway, big up Matisse, up the Chelsea still. A Toby Eita. Rick Ross, you stopped the beard product. Oh, sorry. Listen, the beard product has run out and it's very expensive. So I don't really know if I need to continue. Probably I do. I'll let you guys decide. But yeah, I need to go and order another pallet. Did you see that Enzo? Yeah. He did like that comment, didn't he? Of playing in the Regista. I think he's playing there today in the midfield 3. Yeah, not really quite working, is it? What did I say after? Listen, I don't like doing the whole I told you so stuff, but I did get cooked for the Duran stuff. I did get cooked for the Samuel stuff, which wasn't really my fault that he got left in London on his own and homeless. So I'm definitely going to tell you when I've said something that I've warned you about, and I'm going to take my flowers and I'm going to hand them to myself, because no one else will sometimes. I said against Panathinaikos, Enzo playing in Regista, it's good, but it hasn't been done against anyone serious. So let's take it with a grain of salt. Today is serious. Not going well. What else have we got? Sell the entire defense. Very embarrassing. Shows just how much better our A team is compared to our B team. It's literally a one-to-one comparison. This is a weaker Newcastle team to the weekend. They have made 3 or 4 changes, and we are getting cooked way more than we did on the weekend. So yeah, it is a very big difference. But it is what it is. It is what it is. This is how good Enzo can be if you play him in his best position. Yeah, I saw that liked comment and whatnot. Like I said, we just have to respect the fact that we play against scrubs in the Conference League. I'm going to set the timer for the second half, and then I will keep reading some super chats later on. But yeah, we need to stop. We need to stop over analyzing Conference League games. That's what we've all learned today. The Conference League is a different level to what we're up against on a Premier League, week to week. Different level. Very different. 46 minutes. I'm going to have the timer up then. I need a big difference in the second half. I really do. I don't think he's made any changes, which is a shame. But you let me know in the chat if he has, because I missed it. But it doesn't look like, just looking off the top of my head, it looks... Is everything still the same? I think he's kind of put himself into a difficult position, because I don't really know what he can do apart from Madueke to change this. Yeah. We're in possession now, Enzo. If Enzo's going to keep giving the ball away like this, he may as well come off. And I'm not trying to scapegoat him, but it's like, off the ball, you're already not going to be able to compete with their midfield. Like, look at them running through us right now. Great interception from Cucurella. You're already not competing off the ball. On the ball, you are the one that should be better than everybody else on the pitch in midfield. If you're not able to do that, we're having problems today. We're really having problems. You've got to keep the ball. Treat the ball like it's your son. Keep your son safe, please. Because physically it was always an uphill battle, which is why we could only do well in this game one way, which is to not get involved in their shenanigans. We kind of have to play well. We're not a team that can play badly and have a spell of 15-20 minutes under the cosh and get through it. We do have to play well to win games, and unfortunately we're not playing well. But yeah, Enzo's got to help us play well. He really has to. Right, I'm going to update that timer again. It's a little bit off, and I will go through every super chat, don't worry. I just had to have my rant, because I'm very annoyed. Very annoyed. It only takes like a third round draw against Man City in the FA Cup, and everybody will understand, if you don't already, why I value this game so highly. You just never know who you're going to get in the cup. And this is a difficult game, which we're now finding out, but could have won it. Could have won it. Time is on point now, guys. I might just throw up. I might throw up if this keeper wants to if this keeper wants to have a heart attack for me, we can do it. I might have to have a heart attack on camera, because this is just mad. It's insanity. These men are trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. I've worked that out now. They're trying to kill me. They want me dead. They want me dead. I'm offended, because I thought we was a family, but they want me dead. They want me dead. Yogurt pot, please. Please. You're giving me Sanchez vibes, and that's really quite a statement. But you are making me feel like I'm watching Sanchez. That was a great turn. But it's the stuff in the first half, not really that. Just feels very Sanchez-esque. I know you guys train together every day, but please don't give me heart attacks. Here's Mudryk. Mudryk. Oh. Gutted. All the other big clubs are winning their games. We're struggling. We do have the toughest game, though. We do have the toughest game. Here's Mudryk. Yeah, bro, if we don't respect Jackson after this, I don't know when we will. Here's Cucurella. Cut back. Finish! Oh my God! Oh my God, they're in their Eddie Howe Champions League bag. They're in their Champions League bag now. Defense is going to be an absolute madness. They're going to be blocking shots like it's the Etihad. Oh, dear me. Save. Oh! It's not like terrible from Nkunku. It's just a reminder of the sheer commitment that Newcastle have to the cause and how seriously they're taking today. They're taking today very seriously. They want revenge. They want to do well in the cup. I hope we get good draws in the FA Cup. I really do. Because by the time the FA Cup rocks around, the B team are going to need those games. So I just hope that we get good fixtures. I hope we get really nice fixtures so we can keep playing them in those games and they can keep trying to prove themselves. Because if we get one serious team in that FA Cup, I am making my damn statements on the A-B mix. You will hear me now. I'm not sacrificing 2 cups because we're trying to showcase our 400 millions B team. I'm not doing it. I'm not fucking doing it, guys. Not fucking doing it. I'm not fucking doing it, guys. I'm mixing the teams. If we get one serious team in that FA Cup, switch it up. Mix it up, man. Just don't get slapped as well. It's not going to be good for the morale. I wish he would make the changes, the substitutions on that right wing. I don't feel like it's going anywhere. It's really tough to watch that right side right now. It's just so imbalanced. Let's see if we can get Mudryk involved a bit more. He had a couple of nice improving performances over the last couple of weeks. See if we can get him running at Kraft. I feel like we should be killing Kraft. I don't know. I'm not an expert in Kraft, but I feel like Mudryk, we should be getting him up against Kraft and trying to go mad. I think Kraft is usually a centre-back. Correct me if I'm wrong if there's any Newcastle fans in the chat, but I think Kraft is a centre-back and he's playing right-back because Lloyd Kelly's a full-back who's playing left-side centre-back. But whatever. But yeah, we should be getting Mudryk on Kraft. Let's see. You know, you were cooking in conference. Let's see if you can cook in Carabao. CC. We haven't really seen enough. That's a bit disappointing. They've exploited our weaknesses. I don't think we've exploited theirs today. Don't think we've exploited theirs. We need to do more. I see a lot of people going mad over in Nkuku, which means I'm probably about to see something I don't want to see. Oh shit. They're countering. Alright, deflection. Corner. Okay, no. Cool. I'm getting to a point where I'm not bringing Cole Palmer on. I'll be honest. I'm getting to that point. I don't think we needed Cole Palmer today. I think we just needed to not take the piss in the midfield and in the defense. And I think we would have been all right, but I'm not really bringing him in now. Here's Mudryk. Because the way I see it is you're bringing in Cole Palmer with the same flawed structure. Midfield and the defense is, you know, just struggling in general. But it's just not worth it because we're still cooked on transition, in my opinion. You know, if I felt like we could handle transitions a bit better or we could handle Newcastle's attacks and not concede again, then I'd say, okay, cool, we can dominate and then bring Palmer in. But there's nothing to stop this from being 3-1. They score again, we score. You know, it's we don't look airtight. We're never airtight, but today's been another level of madness defensively. That shot's blocked. Newcastle are fighters, real fighters. Look at the shots blocked, the commitment, just last line defending. This is them digging into they're digging into their bag of last year where they were in big games away from home or with leads against PSG as well when they're the lead at the Parc des Princes, if you remember. They really defend with all they've got. They're very resilient when they want to be. They're not a great team to be 2-0 down to. So we just have to hope that we can get one goal and they get a bit nervous. But yeah, someone's got to do something on that right wing. Honestly, if Chilwell's on the bench, use him. Use him for what? That's my question. Bringing Chilwell on, what is he going to do? He's not played football in like 4 weeks. What is he going to do? Him being on the bench is so confusing to me. I just don't understand. Tactically, as an option, what does he bring that we don't already have on the pitch? Madueke's come on for Dewsbury Hall. Thank God. Thank God. That was needed, that sub. Just give us something, please. Some balance. Like I said, I've never seen Dewsbury Hall play right wing. Maresca managed him at Leicester, so it's not like he doesn't know the player, but that failed. That experiment didn't work, unfortunately. And we have to respect Lewis Hall. You know, he's better than Dewsbury Hall at right wing. You need to actually give Lewis Hall something serious. You can't just give him, because he's not weak. That's the thing. Like, it's not like a Maatsen where physically he can be bundled over. Like, Lewis Hall is actually like fairly well, you know, filled out. Like, he's a good size. So you need to go up against him with something proper. And we haven't done that. He played well on the weekend against Madueke. If you take a look at Lewis Hall's statistics against us on Sunday, he was good. So, and that was with Madueke. So he's not someone to be experimenting against. I think even having Dewsbury Hall on the wing and not having him in midfield today, I just think it's just a bit too much from Maresca today. Just a bit too much. And I know he likes to throw a curveball in there and stuff. And that's what I like, you know, at times. But I just think today we've taken it a bit too far with the tweaks. Vega, not a bad player by any stretch. Very good player. Very, very impressed with him. But the position he's played today, mad. Not even left mid. Right mid in a 3, you know. The angles are mad for him. So, again, that was a big one. Just too many risks. And I think unnecessary. But I'll say it in the review. I'm not going to stop glazing Lewis Hall because I'm Thomas Tuchel with England and Lewis Hall is my starting left back. So I'm going to talk up Lewis Hall because I want to win the World Cup now with Thomas Tuchel. Lewis Hall is going to be starting left back, mate. You know what I mean? So because we ain't got any other left backs. Make that clear. Luke Shaw is finished. Chilwell, I don't know what's going to happen with him. Mitchell, nothing special. So Lewis Hall will be England's best left back if I'm foreseeing it how I see it, you know. So I'm gonna gas him. I'm gonna gas him because I rate him. I'm gonna gas him like I gas Elise as well. I gas Elise. I like players, you know. Certain players I rate. I'm gonna gas him. Don't have to play for my club. Today, the only thing today that I think we should have been stronger at, that we're not usually good at, is set pieces. But we haven't really had enough of them because we've been getting a bit bopped. So, because look at I'm not talking about plans and instructions and I'm just talking about bodies, numbers. I'm just looking at Badiashile, Disasi, Renato Vega, Tosin, and I'm thinking better on set pieces if we're coming with a plan. So. That's a bit of a shame that we haven't done anything yet with that, because I think we could have done something there, but yeah. Nah, I'm not having Saka at left back. Saka's going to play right wing. Now that Palmer's playing 10 frequently, we don't need to fight you for right wing. We'll take 10, you take right wing, and Lewis will go left back. We'll be happy. Even if it's left wing back, I'm still using Lewis Hall. He's a great crosser of the ball. So I'm still using him there, not putting Saka there. I respect Saka. We respect Saka. He turns up for England. We've got to respect. Turns up. In Cuckoo, it's not good for you today, is it? Yeah, it's not good. It's just not going very well. It's unfortunate. I guess if I'm to try and put a positive spin on what's probably going to happen in this game, we did, from a fan perspective, need a bit of perspective, I would say, on this team, this B team, and where we still have holes in the squad. So I think we've got a bit better clarity on that now, and now hopefully the manager is looking at that striker position as still a need to at least have someone after Jackson. The goalkeeper, I don't know what's going on to this day. We'll just have to continue to pray. But there's definitely still some things that need to be addressed if we're to go to the next level. I think at this level we're good. We're good for top four, good for Conference League win. But to go to the next level, we're going to need some adjustments. Definitely need some adjustments. A couple profiles are missing, which we already knew. So yeah, just need to keep striving for improvement, guys. You know, we haven't made it yet. So a bit of a humbler, but it is what it is. Got to beat United on Sunday now. I think we've put a bit more pressure on ourselves, but to be honest, we expected to win that anyway. But I think when you lose a cup game on Wednesday, because we have lost it due to the tinkering and the undercooked 11, which have unfortunately not been able to stand up to the test. We'll see if they can respond, but I think it's not looking good. We need to win on Sunday. We can't be sacrificing this cup and then being embarrassed by dropping points to United, because that's what they are, an embarrassment of a club right now. So we need to win that game. So at least we can say this was worth it. Because if we don't beat United, this ain't worth it, guys. We can't draw. It's not worth it. We need to beat United now. We've basically sacked off the cup, so we need to beat United, because this is not worth it. I'm expecting to win at Man United, regardless of it's been 11 years. I don't care how long it's been. I'm expecting, because I've watched your team, and I've watched my team, and my team's better than your team, so I expect to beat you. If Tottenham can go and beat you away, and you can get cooked, and you're 14th, and you've got a minus 3 or 4 goal difference, and yeah, I'm expecting to beat you. I don't care what the record is. So let that be known. The chest is still out, mate. The chest is out. Oh, this is annoying. Come on. It's 25 minutes left. Set pieces are our best chance, I think. Better deliveries are needed, though. Madueke, I don't know if he can even take corners, but he's on them. That's unfortunately gone straight to the keeper. It wasn't in the worst area in the world, but Pope is Pope. Pope gonna Pope. He's not ball playing, but he does what goalkeepers need to do. Save shots, collect crosses. There's no point bringing on Palmer. I'm going to just say that now. Newcastle are not going to be breached that easily. We need to do it now with what we set out with. I think for me, I'm not understanding taking the game seriously at 65, 70 minutes after coming out with this team. You live by this. You turn up with this team, you die with this team. As far as I'm concerned, if we're gonna turn up with a team like this, or we're gonna think that this team's good enough to come here, then we better see it through to the 90. Palmer can stay rested. Bring on Chukwuemeka maybe for Felix. Bring on Chilwell, Cassidy. Fuck me, man. We have undercooked it. What in the world? What in the world is that bench with Cassidy and Gu, man? Oh, it's just too weak. Bench is too weak. The bench is too weak. If you're going to rest players, at least have a strong bench. The bench is peak. It's not good. This is not it's not a out of this world scenario that we're 2-0 down at Newcastle. So why is the bench so weak? Yeah, I don't know. You say it's a Carabao Cup game. I say it's a trophy that Chelsea should win. Should try to win. I don't know what that means. This team have not won anything. I don't know what that means when you say it's a Carabao Cup game. What does that even mean? We're in 4 competitions. We take them all seriously. No? You know, we have Palmer, but I just don't think we're gonna. I don't even think we've got the players around him to maximize Palmer. I feel like we would just be asking for him to do a bit of a solo mission, and it's just not worth it. It's like go out there and get us back in the game, and it's a bit of a tall order because Newcastle are really deep now. Basically, this is Newcastle low block. Now we need to start seeing Enzo play some crazy impressive passes, and we need to start getting into our Stamford Bridge low block home game vibe. I wonder who Newcastle, if they go through, are going to get in the draw. I don't know who's left. It's probably some good teams. There's no one really there, I'll be honest right now, guys. It's just, we have the ball, which is nice. I think Newcastle are also letting us have the ball. They're not pressing anymore. They're kind of just sitting in a low block, which makes sense. But there's nobody that's really rising to the occasion right now and saying, I'm going to take this game by the scruff of the neck. Nice clearance tossing. Right, break on them fast now. Come on, break. Come on. Yep. Nice. There's a run being made, Cucurella. Please play it. Thank you very much. Oh, for fuck's sake, I forgot Felix is not strong. Shoulder to shoulder, he's getting killed. That's a free kick. Oh. Upper body strength needed. Because that was actually a really good ball. But he's too weak. He's too weak. And once I realised that, I realised I should have not got so excited about the progression of play. I'll go through all the super chats at the end. Don't worry. Oh. We just dust ourselves down and get over it, I guess, when this game is done and the review's out. We just have to move straight on to Manchester United this Thursday tomorrow. I'm not going to talk about this game again. But, yeah. Put it like this. Newcastle in the Premier League are winless in 5. So it's not out of the question that we could have come here and won. I think we really could have come here and won. I really do. Because they are struggling, Newcastle. But if you give them an inch, if you give them a little bit of confidence, if you fuck about too much, they're still a good team. And that's what it is. That's what it is. It's the fact that I know we could have won this game. I know we could have won this game. I've seen Newcastle struggling. I've seen Newcastle struggling. Brighton come here and won last week. I know we could have won this game, but we just took the piss too much. Took the piss too much, guys. Free kick coming into the box. Ball over the top. 3-0. 3-0. Is it offside or is it going to count? Oh, thank God. God. Offside, guys. Not a goal. So it starts to get a bit embarrassing after 3-0. I'd like to bring on Chukwuemeka, man. I've seen enough, Felix in that 10. Let's just get Chukwuemeka on, give him some minutes. If we're just giving minutes today, give him minutes. You know what I mean? Let's give him some minutes. Just give him some minutes. Why not? Oh, speaking of Felix. Oh, God. I'm going to start calling him Foreplay Felix. Foreplay Felix. It's always nearly Foreplay Felix. Foreplay Felix playing for the Blue Bulls Blues. The Blue Bulls Blues and Foreplay Felix. $15 minutes left. And I think we all know where this is going, unfortunately. It's not going anywhere good. I think when you miss as many chances as we've missed, and I don't even know what the stats are. I'm not even saying that we've had like bare big chances, but we've had enough chances now to score 1 goal. It's clearly not our day in front of goal. It's not our day defensively. It's not our day in front of goal either. We've had a couple shots blocked. Mudrik's just backheeled it off the pitch. Just let it be said that the game is finitoed. The game is finitoed. Absolutely finitoed. By the way, best of luck to Newcastle. No beef. I hope you actually win the thing. I want Newcastle to win a trophy. I'm actually really, after this game, I'm really cheering you on. We can say that we lost to the winners. I don't know. Yeah, I hope they win it, man. I hope they win it. They're a good team. They've got great supporters. They've got a good manager who's maybe been underfunded, like the economy. It's nice for them. It's nice for them. Let them go and win the thing. Let them go and win it. I know their fans will appreciate it. They'll have a big parade, rightly so. I hope they win it. Tomorrow is Thursday. So tomorrow is I got DR. I could have been on TalkSport with Olivia, Bazaglo and everyone else, Jason Cundy, and everyone. But that didn't really work with the schedule. So, yeah. So I'm not on that, but I could be on it at some point. What else is there? Oh, yeah, I'm sure I'm recording with Flex. You know, Man United chit chat starts tomorrow. So I'm moving on immediately. We all want to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. You know, it's Man United time at the end of the day. Today is done. We review it. We criticize it. We continue. We're going to concede again. I can just smell it. But yeah, we move on. Man United, we got lots to talk about. It's going to be a great couple of days. And if you thought for a second that I was going to go a little bit more, you know, polite, I'm not. This hasn't scarred me. I saw what I saw. This is B team. This is what the B team do today. But it hasn't scarred me. Don't worry. It hasn't affected me. It hasn't dented me. My chest is still inflated. I will be coming very, very much bullish on the Manchester United game because I must. I don't care if you don't want me to. If you're scared, you better unscare yourself because I'm going to be going balls to the walls. We need to win that game and it stays that way. They're 14th. They're shite. End of discussion. We're going in. We're going in with everything we've got. I'm putting my heart on my sleeve. And if I get heartbroken, we'll talk about it on Sunday. But pre-match, I'm going all the way. I just feel like we've got to prove a point. We have to prove a point. We're not mud brothers. So let's do it. But yeah, this hasn't done anything. I'll be honest. This hasn't done nothing. All this is that I kind of knew that this was a tough game. I kind of knew that this B team were getting a little bit too much gas on Twitter. And I kind of knew that we needed to mix the A team in there a bit with a couple of key guys like Caicedo. And unfortunately, Newcastle have done exactly what they do, which is they play with a very intense press and a very intense, aggressive style. And they have done what they do at home in a cup night game. And it's just a shame that we didn't come better prepared. But it is what it is, learning curves and that. But it hasn't changed the overall good vibe in the A team in the Premier League. So we just go. We go again, soldiers. We go again. 10 minutes to go. I just want this game to hurry up and end, to be honest. We're not going anywhere anytime fast. It's a long day for us. They're going to counter. That's a free kick. Oh, brother. Smash up the like, subscribe. We're not far from 99k. Not far from 99k. I'm not posting that second goal rage in shorts. No. I don't really do shorts. I'll be real. Shorts, so I'll tell you why. Shorts is designed for the short attention span of the new generation. And as much as I got love for you guys in the new generation, because my siblings are in the new generation and I think they're great. I just don't want them to spam my channel with an inflated sub count and then they don't watch any of the actual context and the long form stuff. It's just not for me. You can stay on TikTok, you know, if that's what you need for your fix. But over here, we got stories to tell. We got analysis to do. We got context to give. We got movies to make, podcasts to film. I don't have time for my subscriber count to be at 200k and half the people don't actually watch videos past a minute. Just doesn't look good on the analysis, on the analytics. So TikTok is for you. Instagram Reels is for you. You've already got your home. You don't come over here with that. You don't get to come in here with that body talking crazy. Do you know what I mean? A lot of you guys have been here from the get-go. You know I can do short form on Twitter. I've done it previously. I can do short form. I can do it. But on YouTube, yeah, just not the plan. Ball in the box. But I have got my TikTok. I'm going to post on there. So hopefully I can get back into me short skip bag. But time, time is mad. There's no time. There's no time. Because when I'm talking like short form, I'm talking skits. Like I'm talking walking into lakes with a bald head and that. It's a lot. If you remember. Because I've seen channels with like 300k subs, 400k subs, and they can't even scrape together 10k views on videos. It's not what you want. Trust me. It's not how many. It's not just about the quantity. It's the quality. As I always say, it's not just about the quantity. It's the quality. Inflation is not always a good thing. In fact, it rarely is. In the economy, in the transfer market, inflation is not good. I'd rather take it a bit longer because I know I could double my sub count per month if I just started doing shorts. But yeah, it's not the goal. Anyway, Isak. Oh, he hit the post. That was a really good shot. Not Isak, sorry. That was who was that? Oh, it's the other kid that come on. They made their subs. That was a really good shot. They hit the post a couple times, Newcastle, in this game. So could have been worse. It's not a bad strike. I don't know who this kid is. Is he good? Must be good. Left foot. Good strike. Good strike from the kid. Does anybody know who he is? I just saw him, and I saw him on the bench, and I saw him come on, and I saw him at the post there, but I've never heard of him. He looks all right. I've never heard of him. I saw Samuel Eto'o's son scored on his debut as well for Rayo in La Liga the other day. So that's nice to see. Makes me feel very old. I don't have much praise for this performance, I'll be honest. I don't have much praise. I'm trying to think of who's played well today. Maybe you guys can help me out in the chat. But let's not have the standards on the absolute floor. But yeah, if anybody's played well, let me know. I kind of wanted to say João Felix, but I feel like he then should have scored his goal. He should have got his goal today. He could have got his goal today. But yeah, he's been dangerous. Cucurella, some people are saying Mudryk. Do you know what it is with Cucurella, right? When it's not going well, Cucurella will always put a shift in. He'll never, conform to the performance. He'll never conform. He'll always put the shift in. He'll always get about. He'll always put the tackles in. So he'll never go missing. Like, he will always go until the bitter end. And I have noticed that since this game's gone, and it is gone, we're not coming back from this, he is still out there putting in the work. So I respect that. But yeah. We've only made one sub. We've put Madueke on and we've not brought on anyone else. I'm not really asking for Guiu and I'm not asking for Cassidy. Well, actually, no, I would bring on Cassidy, actually. I would. Because why not? Like, we're giving minutes, innit? So give him minutes. I'm very puzzled by Maresca today. And you know me, like, I'm really happy with Maresca. I'm actually really starting to... I don't want to say the L word because it's too soon. And I don't want to jinx it because, But I really am backing this guy. He's come in, he's doing a lot of things that we love to see, and he's just really fitting in, really is. But I just don't get it today. I don't get it. I don't get it with the selection in certain positions. I don't get it with the bench. I now don't even get it with the subs because there's no subs. If you're going to give minutes to people, where's Cassidy and Chukwuemeka's minutes? Why can't they come on and play against Newcastle for 10 minutes and get some experience? I don't understand what we're doing. Because we've lost. We're not trying to win because Palmer's not come on. So I'm just confused. I'm just very confused. We've not even fully gone in the direction that we're going in today, which is giving people chances and minutes and opportunities. We've not even fully gone in that direction. We've halved... We've 70-80% it. It's very strange. Like, at least play Carney Chukwuemeka. And I am going to say that the Carabao Cup ranks above the Conference League. The FA Cup obviously ranks above it. And the reason why I say that is because you're more than likely to play in the Carabao Cup against a top 6 team in the final at Wembley. And I don't care what anybody says, Conference League final against, I don't even know who, is not going to rank higher than beating Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal in a Carabao Cup final at Wembley. So I just want to make that clear, because you ain't going to fool me. That win would have been much better if we're talking about ranking stuff. So, I don't even know if we're going to get a dopamine on that Conference League, but we'll hope. Hopefully. I don't know, though. I don't know. You disagree? Why? Because Wembley's got 90,000 capacity with 40 or 35,000 Chelsea fans singing their heart out, and the Conference League's probably got a stadium capacity of 20k. I don't even know, but I'm gonna check. It's not a competition. I'll be real. I don't know. If you've been to Wembley in a cup final, it's not gonna be. There's no comparison. There's no comparison with whatever this is gonna throw up in May. It's not. I'm not gonna pretend. I'm not gonna do it. Just not gonna do it. Where's the final being held? Poland, isn't it? Damn it. I don't know. I mean, they both give Europa League place, don't they? But yeah, for me, Wembley final is big, always big. Well, bigger, definitely bigger. Do I view it as a setback? That's a good shot, Renato Vega in a position I like. Looks better. But hard to tell because Newcastle have dropped off anyway, so it's different. The press is not there. But I still think he would have done better under there's no way Renato Vega would have done worse under the press in his natural position as opposed to where he was. But anyway, do I see it as a setback? It's a minor setback. It's a very minor setback. Of course, any loss is a setback. I don't think any loss should just be like, oh, well, whatever. But it's very minor in the grand scheme because when you look at Maresca, you look at this year, next year, the year after, hopefully. But it is a setback because I feel like we could have accelerated our progress with a win at Wembley or a win in this competition. It's an acceleration on the progress. It's a trophy early doors. It's the chip off the shoulder. No, it's the monkey off the back. It's just a relief. If you win in February, you get a trophy under your belt. It's a bit of a relief because it's one of the objectives. It guarantees you the Europa League, which we really shouldn't be aiming for anyway. But it's just early doors statement of intent for more. And then the thing is for me is if you win in February, you just get that taste for trophies, that taste for winning, and it just pushes you on. It pushes you on for the rest of the season. And it just puts you in a good position to go and do it again. But it is what it is. It is a minor setback, but like I said, it doesn't really change anything with the A team. It's just I think the B team have just failed miserably today. B team have failed miserably, and Maresca's made some very weird decisions and some wrong decisions. But apart from that, we move. We have to move. But yeah. And I'll explain it in the review, but a lot of people say it's a nothing cup. It might be a nothing cup to you. It's not a nothing cup to the manager. Well, I don't know after that lineup. It's not a nothing cup to the players. I think a lot of you are still living in Didier Drogba land. These players have not won anything. I have to keep saying this. This group of players have been consecutively getting their arse whooped at Wembley. You can't try and tell me that this doesn't mean anything to the players because they need to win at Wembley badly. So it might mean nothing to you because you've seen better, but they've not seen shit. So I'm not having it with them. These players don't get to take the piss out of the Carabao Cup. They don't get that privilege. They haven't done anything. You don't get to disrespect trophies when you've not won any. And that's what we tell other supporters, other rivals. And that's what I'll be saying. If I was looking at this group of players, I'll be saying, you don't get to disrespect the Carabao Cup because you've not won anything. Cucurella has not won a trophy in his career. And he's one of our best players. So we don't do that. We don't disrespect. But anyway, we move. Because I've said that before. And I don't know. Maybe some people will never agree. But I don't know where it comes from. Sorry, he won the Euros. I'm talking about club competitions. He won the Euros. That was very recent. Just won the Euros. I'm more thinking about club. I was thinking about clubs. He's not won anything with clubs. All right, cool. He's not won anything for Chelsea. He's not won anything with clubs. He's not won anything for Chelsea. Until anybody wins something with Chelsea, they still have stuff to prove. Chelsea's about winning trophies. Don't forget that. We're not Arsenal. We're not Tottenham. We win trophies, right? So when you win stuff with Chelsea, we talk. All right, let's go to super chats. Because I've said everything I can say. You see why this is the B team? Yes, we do. Let me actually pop up chat. But yeah, we do see it. We do see it. Would you rather qualify for the Champions League and then play the first team twice a week like Champions League teams do? Think I'm done with Enzo? No. I don't know what Enzo you mean. You must mean Enzo Fernandez. Sorry. I've misread what you said. You said you would rather qualify for the Champions League first and then play the team twice a week. No. I'll tell you why I disagree. Because habits. You need to know how to play twice a week. It's not easy. And you're not going to just figure it out when it lands on your doorstep next year and you have to go and play on the Wednesday, which is why I didn't understand the obsession of we can't play anybody who played on Sunday today. This is normal for top clubs to play twice a week. We have not played anybody twice a week all season. So why not do it one time? Because this is a difficult game. That's my case. It's not something to be afraid of. It's not something... I know we got PTSD with the injuries. I get that. But this is not foreign. Every top team plays twice a week with their A team. Why do we feel like we can't put 2 or 3 key players in this team so they're stable for a tough game to Newcastle? That's my point. And if you think they're just going to learn how to do it next week from a physical standpoint and a mental standpoint, I wouldn't run that risk. I'd actually train your body and train your mind to apply yourself twice a week now One time before it gets to the Champions League next season. Because you don't want to learn the hard way. That's the case I'd make. That's the case I'd make. So I disagree with you, bro. I disagree with you. I think we've become a little bit PTSD on the injuries, and that's why we're probably afraid. But I don't think we needed to play it like that today. B team backline, Disasi and Badiashile can't handle this level. Renato Vega needs to go into the back and switch with Cuckoo. Yeah. Dewsbury Hall, not a wide player. Yeah, I agree. I think it was just a bit too much tinkering today, bro. I really do. And yeah, it is what it is on that. Would rather, I read that one out. Entire defense desperately needs overhauling. I don't know, bro, because me personally, I rate Fofana at Leicester. I think he's going through a tough time, but he's coming off 2 years of injury. So I have a lot of sympathy and a lot of time for the recovery and for the ups and downs because it's not easy. I think we need to understand that. Colwell's developing really well. He had a learning curve at Anfield. He's going to have to keep learning, but he's getting there. Badiashile, I don't know what happened to him because the 6 months he had in the Premier League under Potter, he was brilliant. And then obviously now he's had to be relegated to Conference League where he's still playing well, but he hasn't been able to get back into the first 11. But I still want to hope that Badiashile can at least be a subs player for us and play really well when called upon. And Disasi, I've already said, I don't think should be in this. I don't think he should be here. I think he's a good defender in a certain system, in a certain way of playing. Not our way, not our system. So that's one you could definitely get rid of. I like the fullbacks. Chilwell, off you go. And Tosin, I think Tosin is an astute signing because he was free and he's a competent Premier League player. But he's not a level raiser and he's not a starter. So if you're looking for a starter, I agree with you. Potentially that you need to go and get a starter that's like top leadership and all that. I get that. But at the same time, it's a little bit like we've already bought so many defenders. So to go and get another one, it's like, wow, how much more do we need to keep doing every time? Just keep buying. So I don't feel bad for us. Put it like this. I don't feel bad for us that we're saying that we need another defender because it's like we've signed so many defenders. We've signed so many players. Why do we keep needing more and more? It's not quite the elite recruitment that people talk about, you know. If you're going to say it's elite, it means that you shouldn't have to replace what you've purchased so quickly. And we're talking about doing that if you're saying you need more defenders. Wanyeri is better than Enzo. I've seen enough. I'm not even asked right now with that. When will we spend actual first team keeper money? I don't know. Jorgensen, I don't know him. I said it when we signed him. I don't know him. I pray to the heavens he's good and he's ready to start. He does today not come out looking great. It's been a rough day for the whole defense. A lot of bad decisions, a lot of bad build-up. A lot of people got caught slacking and they capitalized. I still give him more time. I'm not saying it's done for Jorgensen at all. He's still got time, but I am not happy with the keeper situation. I think everybody knows that. So we just have to hope that it's enough for top four. And then if we want to win a title afterwards or challenge for a title, I need that goalkeeper position rectified like you wouldn't believe. And I don't care if it's in-house or out-house, but something better change in that goalkeeping position. Honestly, if Chilwell is on the bench, use him. Yeah, we read that one. That was, I don't know why he's on the bench. Disasi and Badiashile defend like SpongeBob. Caveman meme. Looking left, looking right. That's all. Monaco. Lawrence Stewart, Paul and Stanley explain. Well, I don't know who sanctioned it, but Lawrence Stewart came from Monaco. They also came from Monaco. I'm just putting 2 and 2 together and actually saying, Lawrence Stewart, those are your boys. Yeah. If you're giving up on Badiashile, then it's terrible because now it's 2 for 2. I'm personally saying Disasi needs to be sold in the summer because he's not a level raiser on the starting 11, and even as a bench player, he's not a systematic fit for the way we play. He's not quick. He is aerially dominant, but I need you to be quick and aerially dominant because I'm looking at Saliba's, I'm looking at Konate's, I'm looking at Van Dijk's. They're aerially quick and they're aerially dominant and they're quick and they're good on the ball. Like, this is the level that we're trying to get to. So I'm not going to half-ass this and say, oh, you can do this, but you can't do that. You need to do everything. Everything. You need to do everything. If you can't do everything, then you're up for options, you're up for debate to be sold. And that's just how it is, to be honest, because I wouldn't trust him in the middle of the back three under the press. I wouldn't trust him out wide dealing with wingers. So I don't trust him. Where else can I put this guy? I can't put him anywhere. Unless I'm defending a lead with 10 minutes to go in a low block, I can't really say that he's a regular fixture or a regular guy in the team. I feel like there was no pressure on your Maresca to just throw the game away like this. No subs, players in weird positions, just don't get it. No, what the fuck was this? We wanted another Carabao Cup final. Yeah, we did reach it last year. I just think we've put a lot of pressure on the FA Cup. I don't think we can put that to the side as well. I know a lot of people are like really focused on top four and Conference League. I don't count Conference League because for me, Conference League with the squad we have is a given. I say sometimes we're too arrogant. This is where I will now be arrogant. If we don't win that Conference League, we are a disgrace to the sport. Our squad is worth more than every other team in that competition combined. I'm not even talking about the Conference League. That's what I need a lot of people to understand. I'm not even counting it as one of the trophies. If we win it, it's because we should have and we had to and we are expected to because it's that easy. We beat Panathinaikos, the toughest game in our table, 4-1 away from home. If that doesn't tell you how easy that shit's going to be and has to be, I don't know what will. That competition is just there. I'll be honest. It's just there. It's not made for us. We shouldn't be there. You've never seen a big football club in that competition, and you probably won't for many a year after this. Like, what we are doing in there is not normal. You're not going to see Real Madrid in there. You're not going to see Barcelona in there. You're not going to see Bayern Munich. And yes, I'm going to mention these clubs because this is the kind of caliber of clubs we should be chilling with in semi-finals of Champions Leagues. That's the level we want to get back to. You're never going to see those clubs in that competition. So let's not start acting like that competition is worth something serious to us as a fan base. Because if you don't respect the Carabao Cup, which Jose Mourinho won and Joe Cole told you was really important for their development as young players to win that title, and Gerrard got the own goal, and we've had loads of finals against Manchester United or Liverpool or whatever. If you don't respect Wembley finals, don't try and tell me you respect a 20k seater in Poland in May. Don't try that, because that ain't making sense. This trophy literally just got invented 3 years ago. So that's how I see it. It's like the domestic cup is like the extra. That's like the extra crown in the jewel. And it just means that in the FA Cup, we just got to go stronger. We just got to go real strong. And we should take the FA Cup real serious and try and see if we can do it. Because, yeah, man, like it's really a good opportunity for us to put that record to rest. In my opinion, Chelsea, the squad needed as many games as possible. So happy Palmer stayed on the bench. Same. 11 changes, just silly, to be honest. Dewsbury Hall, right wing, is a disgrace. All right, cool. That game's finished. I'm going to do my review. And we're going to keep it moving. Looking down on competition is a disgrace. I mean, listen. Listen. Go and check the fucking table. That's all I'm going to say. Go and check the table in the Conference League. Go and check it and come back to me. Go and check it. If we didn't spend what we spent and we didn't have the talent we had and we didn't have the 2 screenshots of the A team and the B team going around on X, I would respect the Conference League because it's where we would belong. Because we would just be a decent side in the Premier League and we would just be humble. But we're not. We haven't spent that money. Simple. You spend big money, I expect a big house. I expect a flashy car, and I expect to live lavish. And I'm just putting responsibility on us because it's about time we do. I'm putting responsibility on us and I'm saying that we have depth. We have quality. So we should therefore look to achieve more than most. And if you don't like that, don't blame me because I didn't fucking do it. So don't blame me. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like we are the level of teams that have a budget of 100 grand and have to raise funds. I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I'm not gonna live in La La Land. We are playing in a park where basically, if this was under nines, we're Lukaku because Lukaku had a growth spurt. We're playing against kids half our height and we've got double their muscle and then we're flexing on them. It's embarrassing. It's ridiculous. Shouldn't be there. Simple. It's not to say that it's not a good competition for some, and it's a good competition for some clubs that need that because that's the level that they compete at. Cool. But I'm not going to sit here and say that that's our level. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. So yeah, just reality. Just reality. It's more impressive to beat Liverpool, Manchester United, Arsenal in a Carabao Cup final than it is to beat whoever you're beating in the Conference League. And that's just it. That's just it. So smash up the likes, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the review. Looking forward to talking about Man United because today was very bad. Very, very bad. Very bad. Very bad, guys. But anyway, it is what it is. We move. And yeah, we move. Hopefully we live to fight another day. With the B team in the Conference League, I'm sure they'll be able to get back to winning ways against whoever we play next. In a bit, people. Peace.